All right, testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hi there, everybody. Good evening. Welcome on into another edition of Phillies Play-by-Play with JJ. My name is Jason Joseph. I hope that you're all doing well, and I hope that you're all having yourselves a very fantastic night. Phillies were able to get into the win column last night and split the series so far, even the series so far with the LA Dodgers. And tonight they're looking to try to go for their first series win in quite some time. The last time that they actually won a series was against the Dodgers, and that was back in July. So they're hoping to break the losing streak or the losing the series streak curse and get the series win. So they'll send Tyler Phillips on the bump tonight, and he'll be going up against Gavin Stone. Now, the last time the Phillies actually played against Gavin Stone, they did a really good job at just tacking on some runs. He allowed 4 earned runs the last time he did play against the Phillies, and also went 4 2/3 and allowed 9 hits and 3 strikeouts as well. I think that mainly today the Phillies are going to need to just put up some really good at-bats, kind of like what they did last night. They were able to get at least 11 hits, and they did a really good job at getting on base, but also producing when it really mattered the most. So that was a really big thing in regards to last night's game. They actually got 14 hits last night, and were able to tackle on 6 runs, including 1 in the 5th on an RBI single by Kyle Schwarber. He also had an RBI single by Nick Castellanos and a 2-run single by Edmundo Sosa, and then back-to-back home runs between Sosa and Schwarber in the 9th inning. It'd be nice for them to just try to get a comfortable win today, and that's going to be something that I am looking for. In regards to Tyler Phillips, we all know how he did in his last outing. Not so good, to say the least. That was his worst outing of his career so far. Came off of the best outing of his career and literally had the worst. So on the other side of the spectrum, and he's going to need to have a performance today where I expect him to go at least 5 1/3 and allow like 2 earned runs. I think that that's a good outing for Tyler Phillips. If he can get you 5 to 6 strikeouts and 5 2/3, and he only allows like 6 hits, 3 earned runs, I'll take that. I'll absolutely take that. It's 77 degrees, and winds are blowing northeast at about 8 miles per hour, and we're ready to get into the starting lineups. This first pitch is just about ready to get started. Phillies are in their gray tops, gray bottoms, with the red Phillies words over across the chest with the blue stars on top of the eyes. All right, so Kyle Schwarber will be stepping up to the plate. Comment your final score predictions down below. I'll make sure that I say hi to everybody in just a little bit. But we're ready to get started. Gavin Stone this season has a 9-5 record and 111 2/3 of an inning under his belt. Also 87 strikeouts and 31 walks allowed, 2, and a 3.63 earned run average. So here's Schwarber, and the first pitch is fouled away, and we're just underway now. All right, so there we go. Oh, Andrew, we'll get to the poll question in a little bit. I'm just spitballing and asking a poll question. That's all it is. The 0-1, and that is inside for a ball. So feel free to answer the poll question. We'll get to it in the second inning, as we always do. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber. And the pitch. And there's a changeup that misses in the dirt for ball 2. I was listening to Ruben Amaro talk about how the Phillies can get a hold of Gavin Stone like they did the last time. And the 2-1 offering a swung on and missed. And that literally swung Kyle Schwarber out of his shoes as he lost his balance and slipped. But Ruben did say that the one thing about Gavin Stone is that his fastball command hasn't really been as strong lately, and guys have really done a good job at hitting his fastballs. 2-2 on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards deep left field. That's going back towards the track, and goodbye baseball. Right on cue, Schwarber got a fastball and took it the opposite way, and the Phillies lead it 1-0. His 25th homer of the season. That's crazy. just on the outside corner as well. And he just took it right to the seats. Crazy. Did I call that or what? Phillies are 23-5 when Kyle Schwarber hits a leadoff home run. That's crazy. The pitch. And that was low for a ball. Pitch on the way to Turner. Ground ball into left field for a base hit. And Trey Turner gets a single over to first. And he's on over at first base. That is funny. I got to cut that. It was actually a hanging curve, but still. All right. Here we go. So now it's Bryce Harper who's up to bat. And the pitch to Bryce. That is taken for a strike. What a great start. Yeah. It was a curve. Was it a curve? Oh, wait. No, it's the wrong game. Wait, hold up. 1 second. Sorry. Yeah, one pitch. And there's a ground ball hit over to second base. The flip over to shortstop. There's one. The throw over to first is in time for a double play. It was a sinker. It was. It was. I called that. I got to cut that. That's so funny. That was a sinker at 97. So 2 outs, and now Alec Bohm is up to bat. Most leadoff home runs in the season in Phillies history, according to Sarah Langs, as the pitch is taken outside for ball 1. Kyle Schwarber has 11 this season. He just tied the amount that he had last year. Rollins had 9 in 2007, and Schwarber had 7 in 2022. 1 ball, 1 strike. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. So that makes it now a 1-2 count. I literally just called that. That was like right on cue. That's so funny. Ball 2 strikes, and the next pitch, and that's taken in the dirt for ball 2. That's so funny. I said that Stone, Ruben Amaro said that he hasn't really been good with his fastball lately, and right on cue, Kyle Schwarber hit a home run. That's so funny. 2-2, and that's fouled back towards the screen. Crew chief for tonight, you got Brock Ballou behind the plate calling the balls and the strikes, and you got Nick Marley over at first. Marvin Hudson's at second, and Hunter Wentelstadt is over at third. Well, I missed it, so let's move on. Well, go back. Go back to it. It was on a 2-2 pitch. I didn't call you. Did I call yesterday's score? Maybe I did. But that's not as impressive as calling up, saying something, and then on the next pitch, it happens. I didn't say he was going to hit a home run. It was just sort of the context. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Alec Bohm, and the next pitch, ground ball, backhanded by Lux, and the throw over to first is in time, and the inning is over. So the Phillies get a leadoff opposite field home run by Kyle Schwarber, his 11th of the season, his 11th leadoff homer of the season. And we go to the bottom of the first, it's 1-0 Phils. That's so funny. All right, bottom of the first coming up. Yeah, final score prediction is not as impressive when literally you're talking about a pitcher who's struggling throwing fastballs and it's a home run. All right, so here we go. Bottom of the first coming up. Shohei Ohtani will lead things off for the Dodgers. He's DHing today. It's Teoscar Hernandez out in left field. Freddie Freeman's over at first base. Kike Hernandez is at third. Gavin Lux is at second. Miguel Rojas got reinstated off of the IL, and he's back in the lineup for the Dodgers, and he is playing over at shortstop. And you got Jason Hayward playing out in right field. Austin Barnes is catching behind the plate. Kevin Kiermaier is playing out in center field, and Gavin Stone is on the bump. So it's Ohtani DHing, then it's a Teoscar, and then you got Freeman, Hernandez, Lux, Rojas, Hayward, Barnes, and Kiermaier all in the lineup for LA. Don't forget to like and hit the subscribe button as well, and turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live for a Phillies, a Sixers, or an Eagles game. Coincidence? Yes, sir. I wanted to say hi to somebody who just found our channel, Walmart's Finest. There he is. What's going on, man? We do. We absolutely need the W. You saw that we were rating somebody. I don't know. Was it RB yesterday? It could have been Philly Take with RB. But, yeah, man. The pitch that is swung on and fouled by Ohtani. That's what we do on here. We do Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, and Eagles football, and we try not to miss a game. The ball is one strike, and Phillips on the bump in the pitch. Ground ball hit over towards the right side, gobbled up by Stott, and throw over to first, and Harper's foot came off the bag. And Harper landed flat on his back. He's sitting up right now, and he does get up. Let's see this again. So, yeah, it was pulled over towards that right side. Stott made a throw over to first, and Harper's foot was planted a little bit weird when he was on the bag. They're saying that he did not make any sort of contact on the bag, though. His foot was planted like all the way towards the right side of first base, his back foot, and it just slipped. That's what happened. So, hopefully he's okay. They're going to call it a fielding error by Bryce, and I think the Phillies, are they going to challenge this to see if he's safe or not? They have Bryce and Ohtani looking up over at the scoreboard. Let's see again. Graphics operator said that he was out. This is tough. It's weird. He may have had like his foot slightly on the base, but I don't know how they're gonna rule this. Maybe some toe drag swag, like when a receiver just stays in bounds and then just goes out. So it is a replay review, and he's out. So the call is overturned. But nonetheless, that was an unorthodox play by Bryce Harper. So it is a 4-3 ground out by Ohtani. That's how we start off. All right. So one out, bottom of the first. Didn't know the Phillies were going to challenge it. But they did. And I guess rightfully so. And the pitch on the way, and that is taken for a strike to Teoscar Hernandez, who was homered in the first two games of the series. That's 25 this season and 74 RBI. 0-1. And that is low and outside. Let's see if he went. They say that he did. The ball is two strikes, and the pitch to Teoscar Hernandez. Fly ball hit out over towards deep left center field. Marsh goes back towards the track, and it hits off the top of the wall. He tried to leap up and make the catch, and Teoscar is going to go on over to second base and get himself a stand-up double. So he is over at second as he does the little wave. And there's a double out to left field with one out. So thank goodness that the other call was overturned. Phillips just gave up one right out over the middle of the plate, and Marsh, I mean, it was a tough play, just couldn't get there in the proper amount of time. But It's a 1-out double, and Freddie Freeman is coming up to bat. Looked like his glove may have overextended a little bit, and the ball was a little bit underneath. Pitch to Freeman, line drive, base hit into center field, and Teoscar Hernandez will come on in to score, and the Dodgers tie it back. It's 1-1. It was a hanging breaking ball that was given to Freddie Freeman, and the Dodgers tie it back. All right. So the 1-0 lead was erased, and we're back to a deuce. Phillies defensively, well, of course, Tyler Phillips is the guy that's on the mound behind the plate. It is going to be JT Realmuto. Over at first base, it's Harper. At second base, it's Stott. At third, it's Bohm. And the pitch on the way is swung on and missed. And at shortstop, you got Trey Turner. And out in left field, it'll be Austin Hayes. The center fielder is Brandon Marsh, and the right fielder is Nick Castellanos. Oh, man. We got a long ways to go, guys. This is how we do it. 1-1, bottom of the first, and we got a runner on over at first base with 1 out, and the 0-1 is fouled back towards the screen. So Dodgers lineup, as we mentioned before, it's Ohtani, Hernandez, Freeman, Kike Hernandez, and it's Gavin Lux, Miguel Rojas, Jason Hayward, Austin Barnes, and Kevin Kiermaier. All right, the 0-2 on the way. It is low and outside for a ball. So Tyler Phillips, 2 outings ago, he had a complete game shutout. He threw a 4-hitter that was against the Guardians. Phillies won that game 8-0. And then on Friday, it was August 2nd, he only lasted 1 2/3. He had 3 homers, 8 earned runs, and just struck out 1 batter in the pitch, and that's taken inside. I know you're kidding. I'm just saying. I know. So this is his 6th game that he's pitched in, and this will also be his 5th start. 2-2 pitch, and that's a little bit low. It was a sinker at 94. Kike Hernandez batting .211 on the season so far. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the payoff pitch, and that is bounced foul. Phillies will head to the desert after this game and take on the Arizona Diamondbacks for a 4-game set. We'll be on tonight. We're obviously on tonight. Guys, we're actually on tonight. We're on tomorrow night, and then we'll be on Friday night. Just won't be on Saturday or Sunday. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Kike Hernandez. Phillips will deliver from the stretch and the payoff pitch, and that is low and outside for ball 4. And not a good start by Tyler Phillips. So Kike walks, so he'll go over to first. And over at second base will be Freddie Freeman. So now it's Gavin Lux, who's batting .244. And the pitch to Lux, and he takes it on the outside corner for a strike. Lux ended his hitting streak that he was on when he came in to pinch hit in Tuesday's game. 0-1 pitch. That is inside and low for a ball. That shouldn't be a thing. If you're on a hitting streak and you come in to pinch hit, that shouldn't really affect your hitting streak. That's how I feel. The pitch, that is inside and low for ball 2. Even though it's technically, you're technically playing in a game. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? 2 balls, 1 strike. And the next pitch. And that is swung on and missed for strike 2. So the streak itself ended what was a 10-game hitting streak. 11-game, actually, excuse me. Phillips gets set at the belt, and the 2-2 on the way. Ground ball hit back over to Phillips. A throw over the second. There's one, and that's all that they're going to get. So Turner had to go cover the bag. And they ended up getting the out by force. That was Kike Hernandez at second base. And Freeman goes on over to third. See again, that was a nice play by Lux, man. He had to put his glove down over towards his left side and throw it over to second base. Now, Tom McCarthy did say, and I'm not like trying to make any sort of excuses here, but I was listening to T-Mac during the pregame show, and he did say that this is the first time that Tyler Phillips has actually started on 4 days rest. He wasn't even doing that in the minors. The pitch to Rojas, and that is outside and low for a ball. Rojas batting .271 with a .316 on-base percentage and a .406 slugging percentage, as well as 3 homers and 21 runs batted in. Pitch number 20 of the inning by Phillips. Fly ball hit out over to left field, and Hayes will make the dot. Oh, no, he dropped it. He dropped it, and Freddie Freeman's going to score. So it's now 2-1 as the Dodgers take the lead. Austin Hayes tried to make a sliding catch, and he just dropped it at the very last second. Going over to second base will be Lux. So Freeman scores. It is an RBI single by Miguel Rojas. See again. Yep, it just bounced out of the glove. Damn. So the Phillies had a 1-0 lead, thanks to a solo homer by Kyle Schwarber. And that just got erased here in the bottom of the first. 2 runs produced by the Dodgers. And now the 7th man to come up to the plate is due up to bat. But first we have time called, and Caleb Cotham, the pitching coach for the Phils, is going to go out there. People are going to say, well, Austin Hayes should have caught that. And he, honestly, maybe yes, like he should have, because it bounced off the tip of the glove, but it's a sinking line drive, and those things aren't so easy. 2-1 Dodgers, and now Jason Hayward is coming up to bat. Came on to pinch hit in last night's game in the 9th and ended up striking out against Carlos Estevez. 2-1 Dodgers. 2 runners on, 2 outs, bottom of the first. And the first pitch is a fastball that's on the upper third of the zone. The 0-1, that's up high for a ball. Imagine if they didn't overturn that call over at first base. There'd still be 1 out. And it probably would be 3-1. Just funny how the game works. Lux is at second, and Rojas at first, and the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball hit out over to right field, and Castellanos shows Austin Hayes how it's done and makes the sliding catch to end the inning. So we go to the top of the second. Dodgers do take the lead 2-1 thanks to an RBI single by Freddie Freeman and an RBI single by Miguel Rojas. And we go to the top of the second. It's 2-1 LA. All right. That was wild. All right. So, in case you are just tuning in, the name is Jason Joseph. This is play-by-play with JJ. Hopefully you're all doing well. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button as well. And turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live. So, I asked a poll question today, as I always do. And I want to know, this is just barroom talk here. I really would like to know if Sosa should be playing over Bryson Stott right now. And I think that it's a legitimate question, because I've seen Edmundo Sosa get hot. I'm not saying that Edmundo Sosa has outplayed Bryson Stott. I think Bryson Stott, it's time to say that Bryson Stott has had a very underwhelming season. And I don't know. We're over 100 games into this. There's about maybe 6 weeks left of the regular season. We're in August right now. So my question to you is, do you think that Edmundo Sosa should be playing over Bryson Stott right now? Because I think that it's a fair question. I do. I think that we've had enough of a sample size this season. I do think that Bryson Stott gives you a lot defensively. I do. But Sosa has had the better bat. The pitch on the way, and then it's taken for a ball to Brandon Marsh. So let me know what your thoughts are down below. Right now, 56% of you say yes, and 44% of you say no. 1 ball, 1 strike to Marsh, and the next pitch, a heater that is swung on and missed. It's right at the knees. Remember when Edmundo Sosa was getting really hot, and he came on in to play for Trey Turner? I've seen that happen before. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And there's the first strikeout by Stone. In Stone's first 15 starts, he went 9-2 with a 2.73 ERA and just a 1.12 whip. And over his last 5, he's 0-3 with a 7.15 ERA. All right, so here's JT, and he takes the first pitch wide off the plate. Stott can't get going if he's on the bench. Stott's ceiling is higher. While I agree with that, I also just wonder if getting him some rest, like maybe a weekend off, I wonder if that would boost his confidence. Because the team, it does seem like the team is playing better when Stott's not in the lineup. It just seems like that. It seems like that the offense is producing more runs. I'm not saying that he's the problem. 2-0 pitch. Ground ball hit over to third base, and it's gobbled up, and the throw over to first by Hernandez is in time for out number 2. But maybe that makes a little bit of a difference. I don't know. Still waiting for Hayes to show that he's actually more of an upgrade. 2 out, stop of the second, then the pitch to Castellanos. Line drive down the right field line. It is a fair ball. Hayward's going to try to backhand it. He has an arm, and Castellanos will go on over to second base, and he is out at second. Was thinking, well, I don't know if you want to run off of that guy. And maybe Castellanos was safe, but it looked like he was out there, and he smiles, and Hayward is going to run back over towards the dugout. And, well, we go to the bottom of the second, so Castellanos is out at second trying to extend a single to a double. They're going to show the replay right here, and he was definitely a dead fish over at second base. Bottom of the second coming up. Yeah, there was something that I did want to say in regards to that comment that you just made about Austin Hayes. So I do have to be honest. I do have to be honest. I saw a stat today, and I wanted to pull this up. I did. I wanted to pull this up here. Where is it? I think I found it right here. Hayes has had 8 hits in his last 6 games, and he's batting .320 with an .866 OPS, 2 doubles, a homer, and 5 hits, or 5 singles. He also has a 320 batting average. Him and Castellanos in this series combined have gone 8 for 17 with 2 extra base hits and 3 runs scored. So they're getting more production from Austin Hayes over Christian Pache. There's no doubt about it. He's definitely been a huge upgrade as somebody that can at least play the outfield. So I think that we kind of have to give him that. But I also think that we have to shift our focus of maybe not anger, but we have to kind of shift our focus of who we should be mad at in regards to them not getting another really good outfielder, and that should be focused on Dave Dombrowski. Because Austin Hayes has clearly played a lot better. Yes. All right. Yep. Austin Hayes misses a 3-homer game against the Yankees with the Phillies because of the dead ball situation. Yeah, I'm not even trying to make that as an excuse. All right, so they overturned the call, and Castellanos is actually safe over at second. They don't usually cut to a break, but they did. And the first pitch to Stott is in the dirt. It's going to get away from Barnes, and Castellanos goes over to third. So the second inning does continue. It does. How about that? The 1-0 to Stott, swing and a miss. It was a changeup that was in the dirt. One, and that's fouled off. Stott has been heating up slowly. I don't know about that. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bryson Stott. So Castellanos is over at third. 2 outs, and the 1-2 is outside for ball 2. We got 155 people tuning in. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Welcome on in to Play by Play with JJ. Appreciate it very, very much. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Phillies looking to tie the game here in the top of the second, and the 2-2 to Stott. Ground ball hit over towards the right side. It's gobbled up by Lux, and the throw over to first is in time, and the inning is over. So we go to the bottom of the second now. It was a little bit of a delay because Castellanos was originally ruled out at second, but the call was overturned. The Phillies did challenge it, and he was safe, and he gets stranded on over at third. All right. All right, so 9, 1, and 2 are due up in the order for the Dodgers. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. If you guys want to donate to the channel, make sure that you hit the super chat button. You're more than welcome to donate. I would really appreciate that. You're also more than welcome to hit the like button. If you guys want to extend, if you guys want to extend this the stream out to other people and get more people to come on to Play by Play with JJ for more Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games, that's why hitting the like button is so important. It really is. This YouTube platform, all they really care about are likes and watch hours. So the more people that like this and the more people that engage on here, that's how we continue to extend this stream to other people. And subscribers, they matter too, for sure. But the number one thing is to hit that like button. So that would really mean a lot to me. And it's free. It's definitely free. So we go to the bottom of the second. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scores. The Royals lead at 8-4 in the top of the ninth against the Red Sox out at Kauffman Stadium. Mets and Rockies are tied 2-2 in the bottom of the eighth at Coors Field. And then Seattle playing at T-Mobile Park. It's 3-0 Detroit in the bottom of the fourth. And the Phillies, of course, are trailing 2-1. In the bottom of the second, Austin Barnes up to bat and the pitch, and that's taken for a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes to Austin Barnes. Tyler Phillips out there for his second frame. Not a good first frame. And the pitch, and that is taken for ball 2. 2-0 delivery. Line drive it out over to right center field. It'll drop in for a single, and Castellanos plays it on 2 bounces, and staying put over at first is Barnes. He's now 34 years old from Riverside, California, and is able to get what is his 28th base hit of the season. Yes, absolutely. Here we go, top of the order, about ready to come up after Kevin Kiermaier does. So 8, 9, and 1 we're due up in the order. Excuse me, I wrote that down wrong. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. I don't know what Kiermaier was swinging at, but man. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Saw that Taijuan Walker is nearing a return to the rotation and could possibly start this week, according to Alex Coffey and the Philadelphia Inquirer. Next pitch on the way, and then sticking for ball 2. To go a little bit more into that, and we'll do. Here it is. Walker pitched for Double-A Reading tonight. The 2-1 pitch, and that is grounded foul. And according to the Phillies tailgate, they said that it was very encouraging for Walker starting out there, who had a solid command until the 5th inning. There was no velocity tracking provided tonight, but he did go 5 innings. He allowed 2 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, and 3 strikeouts on 60 pitches. 2-2 pitch, and that's going to hit Kiermaier on the front foot. And going on over to second base is Austin Barnes. So 2 runners on now, and still nobody out. And Shohei Ohtani is coming up to the plate. Every time I watch a game, they lose. And then somebody said, KGB said, HAP, please stop watching. And pitch to Ohtani, and that's fouled away. I hope you know he's joking. Well, at this point, 3-step, who do the Phillies have as their 5th starter? The ball is 1 strike, and the pitch to Ohtani. Ground ball, diving stop by Harper, and everybody's going to advance except Ohtani is out over at first base as Phillips does win the relay to the bag. And the first out is made, so going to third is A.J. Barnes. Or is Austin Barnes, excuse me. Then you got Kevin Kiermaier going over to second. I think I was getting rattled up between A.J. Pollock, even though I know he's not on the Dodgers anymore. Adam says the rookie. Yeah. The pitch on the way, and that is fouled off. What's up, Cheryl? How you doing? What's going on? I hope you're all relaxed tonight, and I hope you're all doing well and enjoying some Phillies baseball with me. The ball is 1 strike, and the pitch, that's fouled away. I would answer that, but the trade deadline has already passed. What are we talking about? Oh, the poll question? You can still answer the poll question. I don't know what you're talking about, though. The Austin Hayes thing, you got to be more specific as to what you're commenting on. The ball is 2 strikes, and the next pitch is just chopped foul by Teoscar. AJP says, I'm tired. I've had a headache all day. Well, take some medicine, my guy. Kiermaier's over at second, and Barnes is over at third. And the 0-2, good block by JT as he dug it out. It was way outside and in the dirt. I was reading a cool story, and I actually didn't really know that this was that this actually happened. So Teoscar Hernandez is batting .276 with runners in scoring position. That's not the story. We'll get to the story in just a little bit. 1-2 pitch. That is inside for ball 2. So, apparently, if you didn't know, Freddie Freeman has a son. His name is Maximus. He was missing some time because his son Maximus had Guillain-Barré syndrome. The 2-2, and that is fouled off. Now, if you don't know what Guillain-Barré syndrome is, okay, it causes paralysis, and about 3,000 to 6,000 people are diagnosed every year in the United States. Okay, you're tube fed. One of the other symptoms is inability to walk. As the 2-2 is swung on and missed, and there's 2 outs. So that's a big out, getting Teoscar Hernandez out. So anyhow, Freddie had to miss some time from the Dodgers organization. And Harper was, when Freeman came back on Monday, he actually got on over at first base. And Harper was waiting for him, and Harper gave him a hug. Here we go. The next pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards left center field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. And, well, the Dodgers are going to get 2 runs out of this. And there's a bloop 2-run single by Freddie Freeman. And it makes it now 4-1. Just got by Trey Turner. He had to turn over the shoulder. Could not make the catch. And there you go. A 2-run opposite field single by Freddie Freeman. Just blooped it right on over Trey Turner's head, and he had to go out towards the outfield grass. Not an easy play. But the one thing that he said was that so he missed 8 games to be with his son, and then he was back on Monday. But when Freeman took his first at-bat in the inning, catcher Garrett Stubbs stepped away from the plate to give him some time. He received a standing ovation from fans and players in both dugouts. And then Harper had always known Freeman, but really got to know him back in 2014. They exchanged numbers, and they stayed in touch. And when the news about Max's diagnosis came out, Harper actually reached out via text. And Harper just kept checking in on him. And it really just goes to show how big of a heart he has. The pitch, and that's fouled away. So the moral of the story here that I'm trying to say is that sometimes there are things that are bigger than sports. And when an athlete goes out of their way to reach out to somebody, even if they're on the opposing team or whatever, it really goes to show a lot about their character. The pitch on the way. Ground ball hit back up the middle. Stott makes the stop and tags the bag over at second to get the runner out by force, and the inning is over. Hayes, Schwarber, and Turner are all due up to bat. Harper said he was checking in on him, obviously. It's so much bigger than the game, quote. And I love Freddie as a human being, as a person, and his whole family. And, of course, that includes Chelsea and all of his kids. He's a good person. I just wanted to make sure he was okay. Checking on Max, too. And then Freeman actually said that he told the media that his son is at home doing physical therapy. The doctors have informed him that Max is going to make a full recovery. And Harper was really happy to hear about that and was happy to see his friend having his moment. So, anyhow, just thought that was a really cool story. And I wanted to share that because sometimes when we think about the sports, of course, like we think about, the players themselves and we figure out how they do on the field, on the diamond and all that sort of stuff. But I think that what makes a broadcast really cool, too, is that, yes, we can have conversations about the game while things are happening, but you always are supposed to learn something new, you know? And I didn't know about that story, and I wanted to share that with you all because I think that that's that's really powerful, you know? And it says a lot about Bryce's character. Just like when Bryce stood up for Ronald Acuna Jr. and the fans were messing up his name, and he said Acuna, not Acuna. That was during the NLDS a couple of years ago. The pitch by Stone as we start off the top of the third, and it's inside for a ball to Austin Hayes. The 1-0 pitch, Nez taken for a strike over on the inside corner at the knees. Good to see Freddie back. It is. 1-1 pitch on the way. There's a fly ball. It's hooking foul, and it goes out of play. Stone is 34 years old. 25 years old. He has 34 pitches tonight, excuse me. And the 1-2, that is low for ball 2. The 2-2 pitch, here it is. Ground ball chopped over to third, and the sidearm throw over to first by Hernandez will be in plenty of time. And there's one out in the top of the third. So Hayes grounds out. And top of the order is coming back on. Rough start for the Phillies, JJ. Other than that, how's it go, everybody? Rob Thompson is going out there, or is with the trainer, and Austin Hayes is going back to the tunnel. Let's see again what happened here. I don't know if he tweaked something or what. He was running over to first base, and he slowed up. Oh, that's what happened. He slowed up, and he's going back to the tunnel. So now Kyle Schwarber's up to bat, and he takes the first pitch on the outside corner for strike one. The 0-1 is inside for ball one, and high as well. Dodgers selected Gavin Stone in the 5th round of the MLB 2020 draft. The next pitch, and that's taken inside for ball 2. Signed for $100,000. It was the 159th overall pick. 2-1, and that is in the dirt for ball 3. See those Schwarber emojis in the chat. Excuse me. 3-1 pitch to Schwarber, inside and low for ball 4. And Schwarber is going to get on with a walk, so he has gotten on base twice. They're going to show the replay of his home run that he had back in the first. We don't know if he's out of the game now, AGP. We just know that he went back to the tunnel, so we have no clue. Comes Trey Turner, and the pitch, and that is taken inside for a ball. All right, 1 ball, no strikes to Trey Turner. And the pitch on the way. Foul ball towards the third base side, and it goes out of play. Hopefully everybody's having a good night on the air. I appreciate you all so much for tuning in. We're in the top of the third. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to Trey Turner. The next pitch, outside and high for ball 2. There's Yohan Rojas. He's walking across the dugout. Just getting ready just in case he has to come in. 2-1. That is outside for ball 3. Let's see if they can work up a count here against Gavin Stone and have him get on base. 3-1 pitch. Ground ball. Hit back up the middle to flip over to shortstop. And it is just in time. Kyle Schwarber slid into second base. And Rojas just beat him right to the punch. It was a good play by Lux. as he was able to take away a single up the middle. And see again if he was out at second base, Schwarber. I think he was. Yep. And Rojas just avoided an injury there as he had to hurdle over Schwarber. All right, so now Bryce Harper is coming up to bat. 2 outs. And the first pitch, and that's taken low by Bryce. Harper did ground into a double play in the first. Let's see the Harper emojis. Come on. And the 1-0 pitch to Bryce. High bouncer that is fouled off. Phillies are 67-46. And are 7 games above the Atlanta Braves and 8 above the Mets as we stand right now. The 1-1 fouled away. That makes the count now 1-2. Dodgers, on the other hand, well, they still have a 3.5 margin of a lead against the Diamondbacks and the Padres. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stone kicks and delivers, and it's inside and low for ball 2. Bobby Witt Jr. had a couple of homers today. And Blake Perkins had 3 of the Brewers' 16 hits against the Braves, and they won 8-5. 2-2 to Bryce in the dirt for ball 3. Let's see if he can try to get on base here. Hit the like button and hit the subscribe button as well, guys. 7 more subs until we get to 3,750 subscribers. The line right now is for the Dodgers at -140. 3-2 on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards left field, and it'll be caught right by Teoscar Hernandez as it was lined. And the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the third. Dodgers lead at 4-1. Lux, Rojas, and Hayward are due up when we return. Okay, so it was hit pretty sharply, but just right at the left fielder. All right. It's time now, as we go to the bottom of the third, of course, for On This Day in Phillies History. Okay, so today is August 7th. It's still August 7th. We have an hour left here on the East Coast. All right, so how about this, man? Bobby Abreu, back in 2001 on this day, had a 5th-inning home run off of San Diego Padres player Bobby Jones and helped the Phillies win 7-3. And that was also the 10,000th home run in Phillies franchise history. And also, you had Harry Kalas being inducted into the Phillies Wall of Fame on this day back in 2009. So shout out to Harry Kalas, of course. It was also something that happened on this day that I actually totally forgot about that. Phillies traded Roberto Hernandez on this day to the Dodgers for 2 players that were to be named later. And let's see what else happens. Juan Samuel scored for the Phils on a 4-base error back in 1986 on this day. They played St. Louis, and Samuel had a ball to Kurt Ford, who juggled the ball and dropped it in foul territory. And then Samuel motored home before the ball could even be retrieved. The Cardinals came back, and Todd Worrell faced the last batter to pick up his 23rd save of the season, breaking a record for NL rookies set by Raleigh Eastwick back in 1975. So, that's what all has happened on this day, just some of the things. Bob Skinner also quit as a Phillies manager on this day back in 1969. So here we go. It's Gavin Lux who's going to lead things off. Bottom of the third. And the 0-1 pitch, ground ball back up the middle for a base hit. It gets by Bryson Stott. And Lux able to single off of Tyler Phillips. And that's now the 6th hit of the game by L.A. Gwen Stewart hit 2 home runs on this day. And that was on a 9-6 win over New York back in 1943. And those were the only 2 runs, or the only 2 homers of his career in 742 at-bats. The pitch. Ground ball hit over to third, and Rojas will ground on out. And going over to second base is the runner. So it's 4-1 LA in the bottom of the third. Back to the whole Austin Hayes thing. Just wanted to make sure that we went back to that. So he is officially out of the game, and Rojas will play center field, and Marsh to slide on over to left. Hayward is up to bat. 1 out, and a runner on at second. He lined out in the first. 0-1 is the count. Phillips will smack at second and now back to the plate. And the 0-1, swing and a miss. All right, KGB, have a good night, man. Thanks for coming on here. I appreciate it. No balls, 2 strikes. Phillips with pitch number 50 coming up. He'll get set at the belt. And the 0-2, check swing, did he go? And they say no over at third base. One ball, 2 strikes. And the next pitch, here it is, inside and high for ball 2. Two-two pitch, and Hayward will bounce that off of his foot. Let me ask you something, okay? I know that Jason Hayward had a lot of promise when he came into the league. I don't like the word bust. I don't like using that word, but do you think that he has underachieved expectations? 2-2 pitch. There's a line drive foul ball towards the right side. I personally think that he has underachieved in some ways, but I'm surprised that he has sticked around this long. I really am. I'm really shocked that he's sticked around this long. He's been in the league since 2010. 2-2. That's a foul ball. When he came up, he was 22 years old. He's from Ridgewood, New Jersey. 6 feet 5 inches tall, 240 pounds. Hit 18 homers in his rookie season. That was with the Braves. He played with the Braves from 2010 to 2014. Then went to the Cardinals for 2015. Then he was a member of the Cubs from 2016 to 2022. He's been with the Dodgers since 2023. So do you think that Jason Hayward has underachieved? 2 balls, 2 strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 2-2 pitch on the way popped up, hit out over towards the middle infield. Stott will go behind Tyler Phillips and make the catch. And there's out number 2. What's up, Long Ball? How you doing, man? He looked best in the Braves jersey, says Long Ball. Of course he'd say that. Only had the most homers of his career, except he did have 21 back in 2019 with the Cubs. pitch, and that is fouled away. Andrew says, yes, I do think that he's been underachieving considering how strong he can be. Plus, he's a Jersey boy. We're built tough. The pitch. Ground ball hit over to shortstop Turner. Backhands it, throws it over to first. It's in time for out number 3. And the inning is over. We go to the top of the 4th. Bohm, Marsh, and Realmuto all coming up to bat. But I also think that it's important to say, too, that he's had a long career. Like, you know, he hasn't had a superstar season, and maybe he underachieved from that perspective, but he's lasted a really, really long time. Take a look at a guy like Starlin Castro, guys. Starlin Castro had a lot of promise, and he was supposed to be that next guy that was up and coming for the Cubs. And he had a nice career, but he didn't really last that long. Came up when he was really, really young, and he just hasn't really, I don't know, he didn't really have the longevity. So I think that I think Jason Hayward has had a nice career. I do. I do think that he's underachieved the expectations that were on him, but I also think that in some ways he's overachieved. You know? Just from a longevity standpoint. Yes, you did. You got the wrench, my guy. For sure. For sure. Absolutely. I believe that also about Hayward as well. Make sure you guys like and make sure you guys subscribe as well. Turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when I upload or if I go live. We do Phillies baseball, 76ers basketball, and Eagles football in here. We're going to do the women's game today, but you know what, guys? Sometimes, you know, I was feeling it a little bit today. So I needed to rest today. I've been doing a lot of double and triple headers, and that's been, you know, plus plus helping out my neighbor and doing some other things. It's taken a lot out of me, so I needed to just take the afternoon off. And this is obviously more important. So, all right, top of the 4th, 4-1 Dodgers. Bohm up to bat, and he takes the first pitch low for a ball. I don't know if you heard about the story that we were talking about earlier about Bryce Harper and Freddie Freeman. The 1-0 pitch. Ground ball hit over to third base. Hernandez has it, gobbles it up, throws it over to first, and it's in time. But again, man, like the power of sports, that's what it's all about. You know, texting people, reaching out, and showing that you care, and going out of your way says a lot about his character. The pitch to Marsh, and he'll spoil that foul as it goes out of play. What did Edward say? Edward says, not good, Jane, struggling with vertigo. Ugh. Man, we're saying prayers for you, Edward. That sucks. 0-1 pitch. That is taken in the dirt for a ball. See those prayer emojis in the chat, guys. That's not fun. 1-1. That is taken for strike 2. One, two on the way. That is inside and low for ball 2. I've never heard of Ricky Hill. Watch the movie and you'll find out if you don't know. It was very well done. I have never seen Ricky Hill. Second season for Gavin Lux, and the 2-2 on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards medium center field, and it is caught for out number 2 by Kevin Kiermaier. Francisco Lindor just came through with 2 outs in the 9th inning for the Mets, and now they lead at 4-2, still in the top of the 9th, out in Colorado. The pitch. That is taken for a strike. So JT is up to bat. He's 0 for 1, grounded out in the second. And the 0-1, fly ball hit out over towards center field. And on the run to make the catch is Kiermaier. That's just what he does. He has wheels out there. He most certainly does, and takes away a base hit from JT Realmuto. And we head to the bottom of the fourth. Kevin is going to lead things off when the Dodgers return, and the Phillies too. All right, so we have a line drive that's caught, and the inning is over. So that was by JT. All right. So with that Freddie Freeman story that I talked about earlier, and the Bryce Harper thing, okay? I think it's important to do random acts of kindness. I do. I think that that's a really, really important thing. And so if you're open to it, in the bottom of the fourth, and when we go to the fifth inning, we'll share stories. If you guys have any sort of personal stories, it doesn't have to be deep or anything, but tell me a time where you or somebody else that did something for you did a random act of kindness. Okay, it could have been something simple as holding the door, like when your hands were full, whatever it was, or somebody came over to your house and dropped off groceries or dropped off produce or whatever it was, or if you did something like save a turtle. Tell me a random act of kindness that you've done, and we'll share it as we go into the fourth, and we'll tell some stories. One of my favorite things that I did was I'll never forget when I was in 10th grade. I actually ended up going to Israel. We were at the Holocaust Museum, and there was this one person that was on the trip with us, and she was crying, right? So we were in a group. She was being left behind. I had no idea who this person was, and my gut was telling me, man, I gotta, she's crying. She's sitting all by herself. She doesn't know what to do, and nobody's really there to comfort her. So what does good old JJ do? JJ stops the bus, runs out, goes to give her a hug, and she got on. And I talked to her, and it was really cool getting to know her, and it definitely made her day. So tell me a cool story. It doesn't have to be something like that, but that's one of the stories that I like to share sometimes. 1 ball, no strikes as we go to the bottom of the fourth, and the pitch to Kiermaier, and that's fouled away. That's always something that I think is really cool and positive. So tell me a random act of kindness that you did for somebody, or that somebody did to you. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. That is taken low for ball 2. Tell me one, Jane. You don't have to say all of them. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch, and that is fouled off the foot of Kiermaier. Andrew says, I saved an endangered box turtle from my town pond. They are actually a type of tortoise, and it was drowning head down into the water, and we picked it up with a net and released it into the water. Wow. I'm sorry, me and my buddy. That's really cool. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Kevin Kiermaier. That's a cool story. And the payoff pitch on the way, swing and a miss. The pitch was way inside, and Tyler Phillips able to get a strikeout, his second one of the day. There we go. You and your friend did that. Where were you when you saved the turtle? 1 out, bottom of the fourth. Here's Ohtani, who comes up to bat, and he'll foul off the first pitch. Shohei's 0 for 2. He grounded out twice. He's batting .304 with 34 homers and 81 RBI. The 0-1 pitch. That is inside for a ball. Michael says, Michael has a little story. He says, my neighbors have helped me, or have helped my mom out with cutting the grass, bringing food by, and bringing the trash cans in. That's really cool. Wow. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 4th, 1 out. And Ohtani's up to bat. At my town, I'm not telling my town name. Oh, yeah, no, you don't have to say that. I just didn't know if you were, like, coming back from a trip or what the case was. 1-2 pitch. Foul ball. Goes out of play. So, again, Austin Hayes left the game a little bit earlier. And Yohan Rojas came on in to play out in center field, and Marsh is now in left. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 4th, 1 out. Dodgers lead at 4-1, in case you are just tuning in. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. It's fought off and hit out over towards right field. Stock gets under it, though, and makes the catch. And there's 2 away. So a pop out over towards second base. Kyle Schwarber led the game off with a solo homer. And then it was the Dodgers who responded in the bottom of the 1st, tying the game on a RBI single by Freddie Freeman. And then getting themselves a go-ahead RBI single by Miguel Rojas. The pitch, and that is taken for ball 1 to Teoscar Hernandez. And they got 2 more runs in the bottom of the 2nd as well. And Teoscar sends this one out over towards center field, and Rojas is there and makes the leaping catch and tumbles into the wall, too. He got tripped up. He does the Matumbo finger wag, and that is absolutely ridiculous. Jeez Louise. I mean, he had to go cover a lot of ground. He spinned, he turned, he did some ballet moves, and did the Matumbo finger wag to end the inning after making a ridiculous catch out in center. And we head to the top of the 5th. It's still 4-1 LA. Wow. That was insane. Only he could make that catch. That's unbelievable. All right, so we go to the top of the 5th. Let's see what other stories do we got. Jane has a story. I saved a giant gopher tortoise. I hope I'm saying this correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm not saying this right. From the middle of a busy highway and put him near the lake behind our house. Wow. Were you, like, coming home from a trip? Or, like, were you coming home from work? Were you with somebody? Or, like, were you by yourself? Yeah. No, it was just a picnic. It must have fallen off, or this is back to Andrew's story. It must have fallen. It was in a steep 6-inch mud cliff. Poor thing. That's tough. Billy King has a story and says, I pulled a mouse off of a glue trap. I also stopped some kids from dumping salt on a slug. Wow. That's wild. Lomball says, I was given a pair of Nike shoes when I was homeless by a guy who lived a few doors down from the soup kitchen I would eat at. He saw me every day trying to better myself and wanted to lift my spirits. That is an incredible random act of kindness. I don't know what gets into people sometimes, but some people really are special. You know, and that's a really, really wild story. I still have those shoes. This was 20 years ago. 20 years ago. Holy moly. Wow. You still wear them? 1 ball, no strikes to Nick Castellanos. And the next pitch is taken right down Broadway for strike 1. So Nick did double back in the 2nd. Yohan Rojas just made a ridiculous catch out in center field. And the pitch to Castellanos, swinging a fly ball hit out over towards center field, and that's going to hit off the bottom of the wall. Castellanos thinking two. The throw over to second is not in time. He dives in there safely, and Nick Castellanos with a leadoff double to start things off in the top of the fifth. Nice piece of hitting by Nick out to straightaway center field. Got a fastball and just took advantage of it. It was right at the knees, and he's been swinging the ball really, really well. Swinging the bat really well. It was nice. It's a big double. All right. Can't wait to see the highlights on that. Yeah, that was really cool. All right, here we go. The pitch on the way, and that's taken at the knees for strike one to Bryson Stott. It takes a changeup all the way at the knees. Stott is 0 for 1. He grounded out in the second. And again, we'll continue to get back to your stories. That was a nice hit, though, by Casty. The 0-1 pitch. Way outside for ball one. So Rojas is in the on-deck circle. Remember, he came on in to play for Austin Hayes, who left the game and went into the tunnel after slowing up when he was running out of the batter's box over to first. The pitch, and the next pitch is taken for ball two. What else do we got? I was coming home from work by myself, says Jane, when she's talking about the turtle story. Saying it wrong, I'm sorry. It's pronounced tortoise, right? Tortoise? Hopefully I said that right. Richard says, rescued a racing greyhound they were going to put down because of torn Achilles heel. Wow. That's a good deed. 3-1 pitch. And that's fouled back. The pitch was high. And Bryson Stott swung at ball four. On ball says he still wears those shoes on special occasions. How about that? That's awesome. All right, so 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch to Stott, and he flies this one out towards the left field side, and it goes out of play. George! Let's go. Let's wake up. Top of the fifth, 4-1 Dodgers. 70 total pitches by Gavin Stone. Stott batting in the 8 hole. Up next is Johan Rojas. And time is called by Austin Barnes. What are your thoughts about Michael Mercado? I'm done with the experience. Taking Tyler Phillips over him, he just has not been that good. So Phillies needed to go to somebody out of desperation, and it just didn't work out. Michael Mertic says his act of kindness story is, I took a bunch of clothes and gaming stuff to Goodwill. Was happy to do it. That's really nice. What kinds of clothes? What types of gaming stuff? The payoff pitch to Stott. Check swing. Did he go? And Stott did, says the third base umpire, and he's not happy about that. So Gavin Stone does get his second strikeout. I thought he did too, to be honest with you, but that was could have gone either way. And here is the man of the hour, Johan Rojas, who made an absolutely ridiculous catch to end the bottom of the fourth on a line drive out to dead center by Teoscar Hernandez. He's up to bat now, and the pitch, and he'll chop this one foul. The kid tonight took a dog on the highway into the vet and saved it. Wow. Bro, these are all really nice stories. They are. I think it makes the community closer, you know? 0-1 pitch. Nez low for a ball. If anybody else wants to chime in and say some cool stories, you're more than welcome to. Scott has one. We'll get into this one in just a little bit. One ball, one strike, one out, top of the fifth. A runner on at second, and the 1-1 to Rojas, and he flies this one out over towards the right field line. Freeman's on the run. He can't make the catch. It is a foul ball, though. And the count is now 1-2. Scott says, hi, JJ. Driving on the Isle of Man. Money was flying towards the car. I stopped, grabbed the cash, found a wallet, called the owner, and returned 4,000 pounds to him. Wow. That's insane. So it was just flying out of the car. How does that happen? Jeez Louise. That is a random act of kindness there. I don't think a lot of people would do that. Jeez. It's wild. 1-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball towards the right side. Sliding stop by Lux. Throw over to first. Not in time. And Johan Rojas is able to get on base. Wow. And so now we have runners over at the corners with one out in the top of the fifth. And Rojas not only doing it on the defensive side, but he's also hustling as well. And that's going to bring up Kyle Schwarber to the plate. This is big now. Let's see those Schwarber emojis. Come on, baby. What's up, RB? How you doing, RB? Sorry, I'm a little bit behind on the chat. What's going on, Philly Take with RB? Charge! First pitch to Schwarber, and it's a little bit low for ball one. It was a changeup. So Castellanos got a double to lead things off. Stott struck out on a check swing for strike three, and Rojas gets on with an infield single. So Casty's over at third. Rojas is at first, and the 1-0 to Schwarber right down the hatch. It was a slider, and the count is 1-1. Dave Roberts, who's in his 9th season as the Dodgers manager, has 819 wins and 420 losses. One ball, one strike. Toss back over to first, not in time. We'll get into some more stories a little bit later, but this is awesome. I love the talking with the community. This is what I want, guys. That's what I want. The 1-1 to Schwarber in the dirt for ball two. Rojas swipes second base. And it's now a 2-1 count with now two runners in scoring position. And that's big because that also gets rid of the double play ball as well. Phillies definitely have to score here. Man, Rojas making a huge impact. And you never want to see a guy get injured for the Phils, but maybe it was a blessing that Rojas came in. 2-1. That is outside for ball three. You absolutely hope that Austin Hayes is okay, but Rojas' impact has been so good so far. 3 balls, 1 strike, top of the fifth, 1 out. Tying run up at the plate, it's Kyle Schwarber. Stone gets set at the letters, kicks, delivers, and that ball is smacked down the first base line. It's a foul ball, or it's a fair ball. 2 runs will score. And the Phillies are down by 1 as Kyle Schwarber comes through again on a 2-run double. It just barely stayed fair. Woo! That's my leadoff hitter. That was clutch. Told you he's the best hitter on the team now. Told you. 2-run double by Schwarber, and he's the tying run over at second base. That's big. He does a little shimmy over at second as well. So that's the 3rd time he's gotten on base today, and now it's Trey Turner who's coming up to bat. Here we go, man. Here we go. Let's go! All right, here we go. 1 out, top of the fifth. The pitch to Trey. Low for ball 1. This is the inning where Stone has really struggled in this season. 1 ball, no strikes. Schwarber's the tying run at second. And the 1-0 to Turner just lays it off for ball 2. At least someone is doing good right now. Yeah, Kyle Schwarber, man. Schwarber is now on a 6-game hitting streak. Or actually, really, it's a 7-game hitting streak now. 2-0 pitch, and that is taken for a strike. And the last time he did not reach base was on July 23rd. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch to Turner. Fly ball hit out towards deep left field. It'll stay in the yard, though, and Hernandez will make the catch. And the throw is drawn over to third. Turner hit it really sharply, but it was just right at Teoscar, and there's 2 gone in the top of the 5th. All right. Only got a hanger, it looks like, and Turner just barely missed it. Got it off the end of the bat. And now Dave Roberts is going to go out there with 2 outs, and that's going to be it for Lux. Or for Gavin Stone, excuse me. And I think Vesia is going to come on in. We'll get confirmation about that in just a few moments. And Kyle Schwarber is coming up to the plate. But first, we have a pitch and change. Come on, Kyle, you got to tag there. No, why? Why are you tagging there? The ball's hit out to left field. There's 1 out. Okay, Schwarber does not have a lot of speed. No, you do not tag there. It's a medium depth fly ball. No, you can't do that, KGB. Come on. Come on, man. Nobody answered my question. Sorry about that. I've been all over. Nobody's answered my question. How many days have they had off in the last 7 games? The Phillies? None. The Phillies? None. All right. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button as well while we're all chatting in the beautiful City of Brotherly Love chat. Just make sure that you like and subscribe. That's all I ask. Thought that was deep enough. No, not at all. And Teoscar has a cannon. No, you do not do that. That is unwise. Yes. Jane says, there you go. They haven't had any. Haven't had any days off. Yeah, it would have been too risky. Yeah, you cannot do that there. Oh, they had one off on August 1st. Okay, well, it's a trick question. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. I have to rate somebody in the 6th inning. Who is on? Mod Squad, if you see anybody that's on, that's doing the Dodgers game, drop their link down below. And we'll go raid them in the 6th. Okay? So here we go. Harper's up to bat. Vesia is pitching as he gets set at the chest. Tying run at second and the first pitch. And that is outside and low for a ball. So Alex Vesia has a 1.88 ERA, 65 strikeouts in 48 innings. He's been really good for them over the last couple of seasons. And the 1-0 to Harper. Fly ball hit out over towards shallow left field. This is going to be a tough play. Teoscar Hernandez does come running in, though, and he'll make the catch. The pitch was outside, and Harper still swung at it, but the Phillies at least do get 2 runs back on a 2-run double by Kyle Schwarber. And we head to the bottom of the 5th. Freeman will lead things off when the Dodgers return to action. Okay. Y'all are funny. Y'all are funny, man. All right. Mod Squad, how many likes do we have on here? Give us a like count. Give us a like count. Blake Harris just tweeted out and said that Gavin Stone had a 2.73 ERA entering into the month of July. And ever since then, he's at a 6.91 over his last 6 games. It ain't over. No, the job was done. They got the 2 runs, and now they're back in the game. So, Valhalla Sports does the Dodgers games. He's on. He streams the Vikings. Okay, if you could copy and paste his link down below, I would appreciate that. So that way I don't have to do it. But if I do, it's not really a big deal. I just want to be lazy for once. Just kidding. I just don't have the browser up. I could do that now. Valhalla Sports. All right, we'll go rate them in the top of the 6th. If anybody else has other cool random acts of kindness stories, please drop them. Any more acts of random kindness that I've done? I'm sure that there are. I just can't really think right now. The lack of updates on Hayes concerns me, not going to lie. I thought you didn't want Hayes to be in the lineups. But I get what you're saying. These are only options that we have. I would, but doesn't work. I wish I could. Wait, hold up, Jane. How are you not a moderator? Hold up. You are a mod. There you are. Okay. You can. If you're a moderator, you can. All right, bottom of the 5th in the pitch to Freddie Freeman, and that is popped up. And it's a foul ball, so Tyler Phillips is out there to pitch. Pitch, and that's taken for a ball. Freeman 2 for 2 today. And the 1-1 on the way. Ground ball hit over to shortstop, gobbled up by Turner, and the throw over to first is not, well, actually, it was dropped by Harper. The throw was low. Harper tried to dig it out, and he bobbled it. And by the time he had full possession, just could not get it before Freeman tied the bag. Not a good throw by Turner. Still should have been dug out by Harper, but really not a good play by Trey at all. Made the sidearm throw, and Harper just didn't read it properly at all. But I think that Freeman may have been out. This is the second time today that Bryce has had a play where he has not done the job over at first, but by the time it was in his hand, he's still out. I think he's just barely out. Are the Phillies going to challenge this? They are. Regardless, it's another mistake by Bryce. And I don't know if I think he's out. I do. I think he's out. But tough one. But to be fair, the first base umpire doesn't really have the best angle because, again, the ball is literally on the dirt. And the umpire can't see that because he's behind first base. So the call is overturned. Freddie Freeman is out. And the Phillies retain another challenge. So they are 3 for 3 today on their challenges. When was the last time that that's happened? Oof, man. All right, so 1 out, bottom of the 5th. And now it's Kike Hernandez who comes up. And the pitch is taken down low for a ball. Four to 3 Dodgers. Bottom of the 5th, 1 out. And the pitch. There's a ground ball hit over to first base. Harper does have it. Then he'll tag the bag. And jog on over to first for out number 2. So he makes up for it. There's 2 outs. Find that info for trivia later, JJ. Oh, for how many times the Phillies have actually succeeded on all 3 challenges? Well, that's the first time this year that's happened. So that was the joke. Unless there was a game I missed where that actually happened. Lux will slam this one out towards left field, but it is a foul ball. But yeah, that was a good one though, Tyler. It was a good one. The ball is 1 strike. The pitch, swing and a miss. It's an 0-2 count now. All right, so who are we rating? Who are we rating? The ball's 2 strikes. 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th, and the 0-2 to Lux. Swing and a miss. And another 1-2-3 inning by Tyler Phillips. As we head to the top of the 6th, it's 4-3. Dodgers lead it. All right, so who are we rating? I totally missed it. Totally missed out on who we're rating. Dodgers live stream. You think you have a small fever? Oof, that sucks. Who are we rating? El Domo Sports. Let me just scroll up in the chat. Saying Phillies in general. No. What happened with Hayes? Larry, who'd you say that we're rating? I guess we'll just do it for the bottom of the 6th. I guess he's probably away from his phone. Valhalla Sports. Okay. Valhalla Sports Talk. Okay. We'll rate him. We won't do it now, though. We'll do it during the next inning. I see it. Okay. I got the link copied. Hit the like button if you are tuning in. Let me know down below if you are still tuning in. 181 people watching. We better have 181 likes. Do we even have 100 yet? We have 85. Come on, man. 90 of you have not even hit the thumbs up button. You better hit the thumbs up button. I mean that in the joking way, but still, just hit the thumbs up button if you can. All right, so Bohm will lead things off in the top of the 6th. Odds for him to get a hit today were at plus 260. And the pitch. There's a fly ball. It's a foul ball, though. Hit out towards the right side. Freeman runs out of room as it hits the netting. He does the Dodger games. Yeah, I see. But I just forgot who it was. I didn't write it down. If there is somebody that you want to raid, oh, you can't with your laptop. That's fine. It's fine. No worries. The ball is 1 strike. Regulars hit the like button hours before. Oh, I know. I'm just saying if you are new, though. But we're getting about like 160 people on average during these games, at least. That's important. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch to Bohm. Line drive down the left field line. It is a fair ball. Hayward's going to go out there in left field, and Bohm is going to cruise into second base without a throw, and the tying run is in scoring position. Yeah, I said that. You probably missed it. Yeah, he tweaked something when he was running over to first. All right. Here we go. So Bohm gets on with a leadoff double. And that was pretty big. 2 games left. The Mets did come back, and they ended up winning against the Rockies 5-3. Here we go. All right, so there's a ground ball that's hit over towards the mound. The throw over to third is not in time. Rojas had to go cover the bag. Kike Hernandez had to go field the ball. Bohm, I thought, was taking a risk by running over to third, and Dave Roberts is not happy about this, and Miguel Rojas is all fired up and talking things over with the third base coach, and now here comes Dave Roberts. He is hot, too. I don't know what just happened, but, man, Roberts, the third base umpire is telling Roberts to stay cool here, and he just got tossed. Dave Roberts is out of the ball game right now. Just got tossed. And Rojas is still having some words as well. Dave Roberts is out of this ball game. He just got tossed by the third base umpire. and he is still red hot, and he is heated. Jeez. Man, I mean, I give Bohm credit for hustling. I don't know if I would have went there, if I would have went over to third, but regardless, he was safe, according to the third base umpire. Kike Hernandez almost bobbled it, and again, Rojas had to go cover the bag. Let's see if he's out. I don't know. He was tagged right on the heel, the right heel. It was sort of a slow tag. Bohm should have been out over at third. They're going to say it was a fielder's choice ground out from Marsh. So Dave Roberts just got tossed. He was tossed by the third base umpire, Hunter Wendelstedt. So the guy that made some really bad calls yesterday just tossed Dave Roberts. That's so funny. Is that challengeable? I don't know. Let's see again if the glove got him. I don't even know. I don't know if it got him or not. It's so tough. The tag was so slow. Like, it should have just been an immediate swipe. So it's 4-3. And are the Dodgers going to challenge this is the question. Dave Roberts just got tossed. I know that. Rojas still not happy about it. And Brandon Marsh is talking things over with first base coach. So I think that the Dodgers are challenging this. Or what, they have a meeting over on the mound, at least, I see. I don't know if they're challenging this or not, though. There's no graphic up there that's saying that they're challenging it. Dave Roberts just got ejected after a horrible call by Wendelstedt. It was a bad call. Never got in a position to get a better look if Rojas was blocking his view. And we have a timeout called. I think he was out. I do think he was out, but it was a slow tag. It really was. He was blocking the bag. Jack Fritz just tweeted out, "Good call, Blue. Totally agree with it." Come on, Jack. Oh, come on, Jack. I don't. And Tim Kelly just said, "I don't know. Do people want to see that play called blocking the base? That wasn't an attempt by Miguel Rojas to impede Alec Bohm." Yeah. See, here's the problem that I have. If they want to rule that, how else was Bohm supposed to go into third? That's what I don't understand. Pitch and change, they're scared. Bro, when was the last time a call has actually worked out for the Phils? It's hard to tell. You have to... The base runner has to have some type of a path. And Rojas, unfortunately, who's playing at the shortstop position, has to go cover third. I thought that he gave him a lane to run. That's just me. Jeff Kerr says Dave Roberts has every right to be upset there, too. What a bad call. All I got to say, I don't even have anything to say. Joe Kelly is on the mound. Quote me on that. All I got to say is, well, I don't really have anything to say. Comes JT, and he'll bloop this one over towards the third base side. It's barehanded by Kike Hernandez. Throw over to first is in time, and Bohm will score on the RBI ground out to make it now 4-4. It's a tie game. Going over to second base is Marsh, and the first out is recorded. This rivalry is great. I agree. Here we go. It was another chopper. That was the same thing that Marsh just did. And Kike just read it perfectly. He really made an excellent throw over to first. And it was a good pick, too, by Freeman. The throw was a little bit off, but it was towards the left side of Freeman. Pitch on the way to Castellanos. Net is outside, way outside for a ball. So we got a runner on over at second. And one out as well. Marsh is the go-ahead runner, and the 1-0 pitch. That is low for ball 2. So, yeah, so the ruling was that Miguel Rojas didn't give Bohm a little lane. I don't really know there. I don't know. I don't know. He had every right to go field it, but it's just tough to say. 2-0 pitch. That is taken low for ball 3. Let's go, Phils. That was like a 5-second pitch clock violation on Kelly, bro. 3 balls, no strikes. Can the Phillies get over the hump? It's 4-4. They were down 4-1. The 3-0 delivery to Casty inside for ball 4, and Joe Kelly allows a walk with 1 out. Here we go. Good stuff. Let's go, baby. Ryan Kirkering is warming up in the bullpen. All right, 1 out. Here's Bryson Stott, and he takes the first pitch for a strike at 99 miles per hour. Dave Roberts was ejected for the first time this season. That's wild. He had every right to be mad. I'm not going to lie. 0-1, and that is way outside for a ball. I do think it was a bad call. I do. But we had to deal with Hunter Wendelstedt yesterday, and now he has to deal with him today. 1-1 to Stott. Fly ball hit out over towards shallow right field. Hayward will make the catch, and tagging up and thinking about going over to third is Marsh, but he stays put at second. All right, so there's 2 outs now in the top of the 6th. I'm sure that Valhalla Sports is not going to be happy about that. I wouldn't really be either, to be honest with you. And that's where we're going to go right after this inning is done. Now Yohan Rojas is coming up. He singled in the 5th, scored a run, stole a base, and made an excellent catch as well when he came in for Austin Hayes. 2 outs, top of the 6th, and the pitch to Rojas is taken low for a ball. Wendelstedt's pretty bad. Charge! 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch to Rojas, and that is taken at the knees for a called strike at 99 miles per hour. I'm not at that point, Brian, but at this point, I'm wondering if he should be in the starting lineup. 1-1. That's way down low and outside for ball 2. I know it's in there, you know. I know what Bryson Stott can do, but he has clearly been struggling. Joe Kelly on the mound. Gets set at the belt. Fires. It's outside for ball 3 and low as well. Midnight is upon us. Rojas batting .300 with runners in scoring position. Red light, green light, let's see. The 3-1 pitch, and it is red light, but it is taken for strike 2. And the pitch of the game coming right up. Only other game that's on right now is the Tigers game. It's 3-2 out in Seattle. It's in the top of the 9th with nobody out. Schwarber's up next. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Kelly looks back at second, now back to the plate. The payoff pitch outside for ball 4, and Rojas gets on once again. Bases loaded for Kyle Schwarber. Let's go. Let's go, baby. All right, bases juiced. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button as well. We have time called on the mound, too. Pitching coach is going to go out there. Big at-bat by Schwarber coming up. Let's go. Subscribe and like. Six career grand slams for Kyle Schwarber. Go ahead run at third. Bases loaded. And here we go. Schwarber will step on into the box. Kelly looks back at second. Castellanos is over there. And the first pitch to Kyle. Swing and a miss. He wanted to be aggressive, but he chased after a changeup. And the count is 0-1. All right. No balls. 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber. And the 0-1, and that's going to get away from the catcher. Coming in to score is Bohm, and the Phillies take the lead. Oh, man, Brandon Marsh scored. It's 5-4 Phils. Let's go, baby. Nice. That almost hit Schwarber, and he sort of got into a push-up position. And Marsh came on in to score. And that's going to send Rojas over to second and Castellanos to third. Let's go, baby. No balls, 1 strike. The next pitch to Schwarber, swing and a miss. Actually, it's a 1-1 count, and now it's a 1-2 count. All right, let's go. Schwarber will call for time really quickly and step back into the box. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kyle Schwarber. Up next is Trey Turner. And the 1-2 to Kyle. Fly ball, hit out to deep right field. It's gone! It's gone! 8-4 Phils! Schwarber does it again! Are you kidding me? How about a 7-1 run by Philadelphia? And now it's Trey Turner coming up in the first pitch, and that's taken on the inside corner for a strike. Wow. Whew. 5th multi-homer game of the season and the 30th of his career, and also the 8th grand slam by Kyle. The 0-1 pitch popped up, hit out over to right field. And that is caught for out number 3. Forgot it wasn't a grand slam because there was a wild pitch that happened before that. But regardless, Kyle Schwarber goes deep for the 2nd time today. Man, 8-4, bottom of the 6th coming up for Philadelphia. How about that home run call? That was pretty good, not gonna lie. Let's go. That was one of my favorite home run calls of the year. That was awesome. Let's go. Oh, let's go, baby. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell icon, and let's go raid our boy. And I'm sure he's not happy now, but let's go say hi to him anyways. Kyle just carried us. He's literally produced 6 of the 8 runs for the Phils, if you can believe that. All right, let's go say hi. Let's go do a little raid over here. JJ raid. Let's go say hi to Valhalla Sports Talk. Even if he has subscribers mode only, we'll go say hi to him, okay? Let's go.
I picked a bad night to skip my alcohol binge since some road.
What?
They gave up tonight by leaving that pitcher in. This is Richard.
Richard Phillips is there.
I've
Phillies,
always
baby, he
hated
says.
Joe Kelly as a pitcher for the Dodgers.
AJP's there.
That's not very inspirational.
Larry's there. Batman's
Play-by-play
there.
with
Woo!
JJ Raid. Thanks for the
Tyler's
raid.
there. That's awesome. Let's go. A raid with love.
Roberts gets yanked and he still gets the blame. This is Richter.
JJ Raid.
I picked the
We
wrong
love
day to
you.
stop sniffing glue, says Parsons.
That's great. Does he
Barron
recognize
says
us?
JJ Raid.
Yes, he does. There's Jane.
AGB officer. Seriously, Larry.
Just wanted to say
CD in the
hi.
house. Scott in the house.
All right. Nice. All right, so here comes Orion Kirkering. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch on the way to Rojas, and that is taken for strike 1. How about that swing, Brian? That was a pretty nice swing. 2 homers and 6 RBI for Kyle Schwarber. And the 1-1 taken for strike 2. What's up, Dodger fans? Says Michael Mertig. Yes, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Hello, everybody. Thank you all so much for coming back. And the 1-2 pitch, and that is low and outside for ball 2. I don't know how that inning doesn't get your juices flowing if you're a Phillies fan. It's a pretty good inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kirkering kicks and delivers. There's a little grounder hit over to third base. Bohm plays it on a hop, throws over to first, and it's in time. And there is 1 gone in the bottom of the 6th. That was all started, too, by a bad call by Hunter Wendelstedt. So Dodgers fans are clearly not happy. Now it's Jason Hayward who's up to bat. 1 out, bottom of the 6th. But I get it. I totally understand. Did we get to 100 likes yet, Mod Squad? The pitch, and that's taken for a strike. If you guys want to donate to the channel, you're more than welcome to do so by hitting the super chat button. We go on every day. Every single day, man. 1, check swing, and he went around. Not even an appeal. Should give him a beer, JJ. Yeah, let me just drive on over to LA and just go give my boy a beer. I'll be back in like 47 hours. I don't even have a flight. I got to drive there. 0-2, and that's a ground ball. Foul ball towards the first base side. I get it, though. I understand. But to be fair, he's always on like the late night side, even though it may be 7 o'clock his time. I don't know if he's living out in L.A. or not. The pitch, and that is taken outside for a ball. AJP says, now I can't sleep. And guess who was the one that was really down before? The 1-2 pitch. That is just inside. Not by much. JJ, thank you for streaming this, all the TV stuff to watch baseball. It's like way too expensive. I got you, man. 2-2 pitch. And that is fouled off towards the third base side. It goes out of play. I want to create a community, though, like where it's not just about like not being able to watch the games, but I really hope that you guys really enjoy this community too. 2-2, fly ball, hit out towards medium depth center field. Rojas will get under it. He'll make the catch, and there's 2 away in the bottom of the 6th. I'm in Oregon, JJ. I got you. It's only like a 15-hour drive. I guess that you're closer. You're a lot closer than I am, so. I'll be in Cali in October. I'll buy him a beer then, says 3-Step. Bro, you guys are the best. You guys, look at you, stepping in right from me. That's awesome. The pitch, and that's taken for a strike. So I got 2 home run calls to cut with Kyle Schwarber. That's great. 0-1 pitch, ground ball, hit over to shortstop, and Turner has it, throws on the run over to first. It's in time, and the inning does come to an end. We head to the top of the 7th. It's 8-4 Philadelphia. Harper, Bohm, and Marsh are all coming up. So Tyler Phillips, didn't mention this, but his day is done, and he is in line to get the win. You can believe that. 5 innings, 4 earned runs, 6 hits. He didn't really have a bad day today, just not a good start. And Kirkland comes in, throws 1 good inning. It's a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the 7th. Let's go. JJ, I'm in Sydney, Australia. I'll start swimming to LA. Anyone got some floaties? Bro, y'all are insane, man. I gotta say, MVP of this game so far is Yohan Rojas. Man. He literally set the table for everything tonight and came in with fire. I think that I'm going to remember this game. If it were to end right now, I'd remember this is the Yohan Rojas game. I do. Terrific catch out in center. I love the Matumbo finger wag. It's such a great celebration. Oh, it's so great. Or he just says, no, no, no. It's so great. I think that's like one of the best celebrations in sports. Especially for baseball, it's so good. I thought for basketball, sometimes you look at like a celebration and you say to yourself, that really can't be replicated in another sport. And I thought for a while that couldn't be replicated, but when he does it, oh, it's great. It's so great. All right, let's go. Top of the 7th, 8-4 Phils. In case you're wondering how we got here, Kyle Schwarber led the game off with a solo homer. The Dodgers got 2 back in the bottom of the first on an RBI base hit by Freddie Freeman and an RBI hit by Miguel Rojas as well. Then they got 2 extra runs in the bottom of the second thanks to what was it was a 2-run single by Freeman to make it 4-1. Schwarber then doubled to right in the top of the 5th and got a 2-run double. And then it was JT Realmuto who tied the game on an RBI ground out in the top of the 6th. Brandon Marsh scored on a wild pitch. And then the same at-bat, Schwarber hit a 3-run homer. All right, so Michael Kopech is now going to pitch. He has a 2-8 record and a 4.44 ERA. First pitch to Harper comes at 100 miles per hour, and Harper just fouls it back. All right. If this goes final, we've come full circle, says K. Charge! 0-1 pitch, and that is inside and low for a ball. Harper is 0 for 3. He's grounded into a double play. He's lined out, and he's also flied out. He's hit the ball sharply a couple of times tonight. Do have to say that. Schwarber's average now is at 259, by the way. And the 1-1, swing and a miss. So it's now a 1-2 count. Somebody asked how many career homers does Kyle Schwarber have now? 271. Or 272, actually. The pitch on the way, and that is taken up high for a ball. Schwarber has homered now in 3 of the last 4 games he's played in. 2-2. And that is outside for ball 3. And high as well. Bohm is up next. Had a double and scored a run his last time up. And the payoff pitch to Bryce. It was a high fastball, and he just stays alive and fouls it back. Kyle has the team on his back right now. He does. How long have I been saying that he's the best player on the team right now? I've said that for like 3-4 games in a row. 3-2 to Harper. And he fouls that one back, too. He's putting up a good battle here. Just fouled off a 99-mile-per-hour fastball, and he hasn't had an at-bat like this in a little bit of time, it feels like. Actually, sorry, that's a lie. He had one like this a couple of days ago. But he's getting more of them now, so that's a good sign. The payoff pitch, and that's fouled back. That was 100 right down the pipe, though. And he stays alive. Kopech and Harper battling against each other. What's up? On the go with CeeLo. Drop that link down below. You know what to do. Thanks so much for stopping by. Payoff pitch to Bryce Harper. Popped up and hit out towards shallow right field. He got way underneath the fastball right down the center of the plate. And Hayward catches it to record out number 1. All right. And now Bohm is due up to bat. So I'll pop out over towards right. Now it's Bohm who's up to bat. 8-4 Phils, and the pitch. He'll take a fastball right down the middle for strike 1. What's going on, man? 216 people watching. Let's get to 216 likes. Do we even reach 100 yet, guys? Come on, my mods are slipping today. The 0-1, ground ball hit back up the middle. It's played on the bounce, no throw over to first is in time. Nice play by Rojas. I mean, that was one of those high bouncers that was hit back behind the bag before, well, actually, it bounced behind the mound, and then it went all the way behind the bag, but it was a very high-arcing rainbow bounce. And Rojas, as soon as he got it, just fired a missile over to first. 2 outs, top of the 7th. And the pitch. And that is way up high for a ball. This is Jason. 1-0. That is taken for a strike. 103 likes. We have 215 people tuning in. So that means 112 of you should hit the like button. I'm at 110. Let's go. That's even better. The 1-1, and that is taken down low for ball 2. If you want to become a member today, you're more than welcome to do so. It is $2.99 a month. Members, show them some of our really cool emojis that we have on here. That's one thing that we do have with the memberships. And you also get exclusive content as well. 2-1 pitch, and that is taken for strike 2. Triple digits just at the knees. Copy and paste the membership link, and you can become a member today. 2 outs, nobody on, top of the 7th. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch is upstairs for ball 3. Phillies were down 4-1, and have scored 7 unanswered runs. 2 back in the 5th, and 5 in the 6th. Here comes the payoff pitch to Marsh, and he just got a piece of it and fouls it back towards the screen. The 2 runs were on a 2-run double by Kyle Schwarber in the top of the 5th. Then he hit a 3-run homer in the top of the 6th after a wild pitch was thrown to get the Phillies another run. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch again, swing and a miss. That was a fastball at 100 miles per hour. Marsh couldn't catch up to it, and the inning comes to an end. And we head to the bottom of the 7th. It's still 8-4 Phils. 116, 115. Keep counting, mods. Love it. Love it. Give me a count tracker. All right, it is now Phillies trivia time. So we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. All right, and of course, this trivia question is brought to you by Ethan Baumholtz of Advisors Mortgage. If you're looking to purchase or refinance a primary residence, a second home, or investment property in New Jersey or PA, my guy Ethan has you covered. He has over 20 years of experience and is dedicated to making your mortgage process smooth and stress-free, and will find the best mortgage solutions tailored to your needs. I can't even speak. He was one of my basketball coaches, and I love the man. He's been a really good mentor in my life. For personalized services, call Ethan today at 609-230-5558. His email and his phone number are in the description down below. Call Ethan today, just not right now, at 12:16 a.m. in the morning, and support my guy, Ethan. All right, here we go. Trivia time. Let's get to it. All right, I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question. If you get it right, you'll hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. Okay, so the trivia question of the day is the following. Right-handed pitcher Joe Blanton was drafted in the first round, 24th overall in the 2002 MLB draft by which team? That's what I want to know. I'm going to look up Ethan when I move back to PA. Yeah, man, I'm being serious. Like, definitely give him a call. He's really, really good at, like, what he does. And he's awesome. Definitely reach out. Joe Blanton was drafted in the first round, 24th overall in the 2002 MLB draft by which team? Which team was Joe Blanton drafted by? The A's. A's. That is correct. Good job. Good job, guys. Very, very good job. Larry got it first. Not the Drays. The A's. They said Padres, but do some people call them the Drays? That's a little bit weird. Do some Padres fans call them the Drays? The Drays are on right now. Here's Alvarado in the pitch, and that is way up high for a ball. You're not dumb. You just got it incorrect. Don't put yourself down like that. 1 ball, no strikes. In the next pitch, it looked a little bit inside, but it's a called strike. Good spot here for Alvarado. I like this spot for him. This is a really good spot to use Alvarado in. 1 ball, 1 strike in the next pitch, and that was inside, and that's a called strike as well. That's wild. Maybe there was a makeup call for the last one. Brock Ballou is calling the balls and the strikes. Andy Pages up at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes to him. And Alvarado kicks and delivers, and there's a chopper hit over to third. Bohm throws it over to first. It is not in time. Harper's foot came off the bag. That was a tough throw by Al Bowman. You kind of have to give a little bit of grace to Bryce there. That was a tough play. It was hit over towards the back of the third base side, over towards the line. Bohm had to go get there, and he did. And he made an excellent throw over to first. Thought it was a pretty good play. And Harper tried to extend his feet, and he just got off the bag. Tough play. That's tough. Tried to show off his flexibility. And I think that they're just going to rule it as an infield single. So Pages came in the pinch hit. Now it's Ohtani who's up to bat. And he swings and misses at the first pitch for strike 1. Shohei is 0 for 3. He's batting .304 with 34 homers and 81 runs batted in. 6th in the league in batting average. The 0-1 pitch, ground ball hit over to shortstop. The flip over the second. There's one. The throw to first. Not in time. Shohei beats it out by a mile. And now Teoscar Hernandez is up. D, I haven't seen you on here in a while. What's going on, man? How you doing? What is good? Let's go. More trivia, JJ. You only get 1 trivia question. I got to save the 162 for 162 games. I mean, if it was like football or something, I'd probably do some more. But for baseball, we got to save them. You know what I'm saying? We got a book. Gives us something to look forward to. 1 out. And the pitch. And that is taken for a strike over on the outside corner. Jane, you're far behind. Jane, you gotta speed up. You're far behind on the stream. Can somebody tell her that she has to speed up? I think she doesn't realize that she's far behind. The 0-1 that is in the dirt for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. I mean, if you're okay with that, like, that's cool, but yeah, I think you're a little bit far behind. I'm doing great. Thanks, JJ. We've missed you. I know that these games are late. 12:21 a.m. Eastern Time. 1 ball, 1 strike. Alvarado. And the pitch, and that is inside for ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the 7th, 1 gone. And the pitch on the way, and that is taken up high for ball 3. At least the Braves lost. Yeah. Oakland and Campton. Yeah, somebody has to tell her that she's far behind. 3 balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch. And that looked a little bit inside, but it's a called strike anyways. Okay, Adam, you don't have to get so technical, you know. You don't have to get that technical. Naming my first kid Schwarber. Hashtag need that wrench. Dude, I got you. Here we go, the pitch on the way. Ground ball hit over to shortstop, and Turner tags the bag for 1. The throw to first in time for a 6-3 double play. Top of the 8th coming up. 8-4 Philadelphia. All right, let's go. Let's add RB as a moderator. I got you, man. Ask and you shall receive, my guy. JJ says that you are behind. Yes. Good spot. Use Alvarado. Hope I didn't jinx. Bro, let's go. Man. Shout out to Philly Take with RB. Oh, that's why you couldn't even put your link down below. I'm such an idiot, man. You'd think that JJ has been doing YouTube for 20 months and he would know this stuff by now. But clearly JJ just doesn't remember certain things. And this is the bad thing about JJ. He just doesn't remember certain things like that. And I keep saying, drop your link down below. And I keep forgetting, well, that's why he's not doing it, because he doesn't have the wrench. Makes sense now. It makes sense that you don't have the wrench. It makes sense that you didn't have that you couldn't post your link because you didn't have the wrench. All right, looks like Jane will be awake longer than the rest of us. No, she's going to catch up, man. She'll catch up. Cheers. Let's take a drink of water. Let's take a sip of water. Hey, guys, tomorrow night's game's going to be earlier at 9:40, so that'll be really nice. JJ, are you doing Eagles preseason games? Everybody asks me this all the time. No, I'm not. I won't even be doing Friday night's game because we're doing the Phillies. Phillies take priority over Eagles preseason. I will tell you, though, that when they are in Brazil, we will obviously be doing that Eagles game for sure. Play by duh with JJ. Yeah, man. Come on. JJ's like, I want to try to help you out, and then I just realized, I wasn't really helping you out to begin with because I didn't give you the wrench. Now I did. In Hebrew, they'd say that you're a mensch for doing that, because you gave RB the wrench. I tried to make a rhyme there. I don't think it worked out, but that's okay. All right, JT Realmuto up to bat as we go to the top of the 8th, and the pitch is taken all the way down low for ball 1. I'm so hyped for b-ball and football, honestly. I'm not even there yet for basketball. I mean, yes, I'm there. I can't wait for basketball season to start. I'm excited for hockey season too, but get me through the summer and the start of football before I can look forward to those other things. The pitch, and that is fouled away. So Pages will come on in, and he will be in the outfield for the Dodgers. Excuse me. The 1-1, the JT pops this one up, out over towards shallow right field. And it will be caught by Lux for out number 1. It was really more towards the infield, but it was just barely on the outfield grass. Michael Grove is now in there to pitch. And he has a 5.06 earned run average and 37 1/3. JJ, are you going to be doing the women's game on August 9th at 11:30? I'm going to try, man. I'm gonna try. 1 out and the pitch. Swing and a miss. So Castellanos up to bat. He's 2 for 2 with 2 doubles, a walk, and a couple of runs scored. And the 0-1 is going to be popped out towards the right field side. Hayward will give it a look, and it just goes out of play. Sorry about that. Count is 0-2 to Castellanos. Michael Grove, by the way, is 27 years old. He's from Wheeling, West Virginia, and has a 5.06 earned run average and a 1.18 whip as well, along with 45 strikeouts. You're funny, three-step. 0-2, and that is low and outside for a ball. If you guys want to donate, make sure that you hit the Super Chat button. No donation is too much. And it goes to a good cause, guys. The 1-2 to Castellanos. It hit him, but do they call it a foul ball? Nope, they say take his base over at first. Okay. So that hits Nick Castellanos, and he gets on base once again, and the Phillies will certainly take that. And there's one out. And Stott is assisting Castellanos as he does walk on over to first. He's okay. It's definitely okay, but Castellanos says, no, you can go back. Like, I'm good. Rob is going to go out there with the trainer as they're over at first base, and Rob gives Castellanos a little pat on the back, too. He's like, nope, like, go back. I'm totally cool. I'm fine. I am fine, he says. Got him right on the wrist. If you want to become a member, just click that link. That's all you got to do. Well, it's everybody's favorite baseball comedy. Who's on first? That's the best of all time. I was just watching that skit again the other day. Good day. Good day, everybody. Pitch to Stott, and there's a line drive caught over at second, and the throw back to first is not in time. Stott hit it really sharply, and Castellanos dived back into first base. And there is an out recorded. Let's see if he got his hand back in. He did. There's two away. Castellanos is batting .313 over his last 43 games. I think it's safe to say that he's been pretty hot, too. He's tallied 22 extra base hits during that time. Now Yohan Rojas is coming up to bat in the first pitch, and that is taken outside for a ball. You just got a $600 Ryan Howard jersey? That's incredible if that is true. A $600. Jeez. The 1-0 pitch. That is low and outside for ball two. Maybe just by a little bit. Rojas is average at .241. He has 3 homers and 23 RBI as well. Castellanos leads off over at first. And the 2-0 pitch. He'll pop this one up, and it's hit out towards the middle infield. Lux will squeeze it for out number 3. And the inning is over. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Phillies lead at 8-4 against the Dodgers. Freeman, Hernandez, and Lux are due up when the Dodgers and Phillies return. That is sick. Yeah, if that is true. Anyone I know can place, anyone know a place where I can get actual jerseys for cheaper than like $200, like on an online site? First of all, the thrift store is a really good place. If you're looking to go to a place in person, thrift store and Goodwill, you never know what you're going to find there. I'm just saying. That is the truth. That is one good place to go look for. Because sometimes you find some really, really cool things. For example, I did find a Jimmy Butler jersey the other day for like $25. So that was like the other month. But it was a Jimmy Butler jersey. It was a Sixers jersey, and I still took it. I did. I still took it. I also saw an old Joel Embiid jersey for about like $12. And I got that too. So, the thrift store, you never know what you're going to find over there. If you like that. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon too, Mod Squad. What's our like count at? Let us know down below. RB, you still here, my guy? Is RB still here? I hope he is. I hope he didn't leave me. I just wanted to say hi. That's why. You said movie. You said baseball comedy. You said comedy. Did you really say movie? Oakland and Compton. What did you say? That was like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, you caught up. You caught up. I think you caught up. Did you say movie? What's everybody's favorite baseball comedy? You didn't say movie. You did not say movie. You said everybody's favorite baseball comedy. So I had to point that out there because I was right. The ball is 1 strike, and the next pitch, and that's outside for a ball. I don't know why I just yelled. I'm sorry. I did not mean for that to happen. But my favorite baseball movie is Angels in the Outfield because my brother really loved that movie. And it's a good movie. But no, you did say comedy. The 1-1. There's a ground ball back up the middle, sliding stop by Turner. Throw over to first. It's in time. What a play by Trey. Another smooth slide. I'm sure that the Dodgers missed that. The smooth slide Treys may be back. That's pretty nice. Just makes it look so clean. It really does. The Rookie of the Year is a great movie. Yes, it is. Matt Strom gives Trey Turner a little round of applause, too. The pitch. And that is taken on the inside corner. Looked like it was a ball, but it was called a strike. The ball is 1 strike. 1 out. Bottom of the 8th. And the pitch on the way, and that is fouled off. Mr. Baseball, says Adam. That's another one. Sandlot. Sandlot's a good one. The ball's 2 strikes to Kike Hernandez. Bottom of the 8th. 1 out. Nobody on. And Strom gets set and delivers. And it's fouled away by Kike Hernandez. I want to take a look at some of the final scores, or all the other final scores that we had today. The 0-2 pitch. That is outside for a ball. Benchwarmers is a very good baseball comedy movie. So now Kike Hernandez is up to bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes. In the pitch, and that is taken for a ball. Larry just said 121. Gene, you're still a little bit far behind. Ugh. Somebody has to tell her that she still is a little bit far behind. 2 balls and 2 strikes in the next pitch. And that is fouled away. You're hanging in there tonight late for the game. Of course we're hanging in there. We're having fun. It's been a really, really good chat today. Diamondbacks won 7-3 against the Guardians. And the 2-2 pitch up high for ball 3. Jane, you're still far behind. You're still a little behind. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. It's 8-4 Phils. Strom is on the bump. And the pitch on the way. That is fouled off. You still have a few minutes behind. I feel bad, man. I know. But she probably wants to keep up with the action, and that's understandable, but I want her to know. Because I don't think she does. Strom will get set above the letters and deliver once again. Popped up, hit out towards shallow center field. Rojas is on the run, and he dives and makes the catch once again. 2 outs now in the bottom of the 8th, and this is how Rojas has to play, man. He just has to play like this every single day, and even J-Roll is smiling over there. He's in the crowd tonight, Jimmy Rollins. I love the Phillies hat that he has on. It's the black and white hat with the stars, the yellow golden stars. It's great. The pitch on the way to Lux, and that is in the dirt for ball 1. 3 more subs until we get to 37.50. Man, we're so close. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Strom gets set just above the letters. Winds up and fires, and that hits Lux right square on the shoulder. Not intentional. There's 2 outs, and Lux chirping just a little bit at Matt Strom. There's a little bit of friction there, but it did not look like it was intentional at all. Umpires are going out there, and Strom will walk back over towards the mound. And that's what happens, though, when you're the Dodgers and you're trying to make a statement. Man, I'm square on the front shoulder. Anybody know where Liam Castellanos has been? Two outs. And a runner at first, and the pitch, and that's going to get away from JT. And jogging on over to second base is Lux. I was looking this up a little bit ago, but the Phillies are 7-13 in their last 20 games against the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium. They were actually, before yesterday, on a 5-game losing streak at Dodger Stadium. The 1-0 popped up towards the infield. Harper says he has it, and he does. Calls everyone off, and he'll make the catch right in front of the mound, and the inning is over as we head to the top of the 9th. It's 8-4 Phils, and top of the 9th coming up. Probably back at school, says Richard Phillips. Well, he hasn't been around all summer. I wonder where he's been. Maybe he's been with his mom. I don't know. Just curious. Trouble with the curve is another one. John Clark says on Twitter, Jimmy Rollins lives in L.A. now, and he is there tonight at Dodger Stadium watching the Phillies. Jimmy has the most leadoff homers in Phillies history, and he watched Kyle Schwarber tonight hit his 29th leadoff homer with the Phillies, second most in team history. If you can believe that. Schwarber in his last 11 games, by the way, in 40 at-bats, has 12 runs scored, 17 hits, 7 homers, 15 RBI, 12 walks, and he's batting .425 with a .547 on-base percentage and a 1.025 slugging percentage. D says maybe he's at camp. But now we have to investigate. We have to investigate and figure out where Liam Castellanos is. We do. Let's go on a scavenger hunt. I'm kidding. JJ and the Freaks going on a camping trip. That would be wild. That'd be wild. JJ and the Freaks. Mostly like and subscribe. That way you get a free coffee mug by JJ. That sounds like a good idea. I like that. That sounds like a good idea. Once we continue to get the ball rolling, yeah. So here comes Schwarber. Speaking of the devil, in the first pitch, he takes for a strike. 16 career multi-homer games for Kyle Schwarber in a Phillies uniform. And the pitch, that's going to skip past the catcher. And it's a 1-1 count. Grove is still pitching. Phillies are 17-3 this season when he hits at least one home run. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch on the way to Schwarber. Fly ball hit out over towards deep left center field. That's going back towards the track. A 3-homer game by Kyle. Wow. Kyle Schwarber, you own the month of August. He's just putting the team on his back. It's not even funny. So the first one he hits out to left, the second one he hits to right, and of course he has to go to center. All right, 9-4, top of the 9th. Second career 3-homer game by Kyle Schwarber. Kyle Schwarber, you own the month of August. I got to cut that too. Top of the 9th, and here comes Turner and the pitch, and that is outside and low for a ball. Kyle is bench pressing this entire team over his head, says Larry. The 1-0 to Trey. Low for ball 2. If Schwarb's played like this every day, bro, he can't hit 3 homers every day. If Schwarber still played left field, he'd be in the... Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. If he played left field, he'd be in the MVP talks. Man, that's crazy. 2 balls, 1 strike to Trey Turner. Kyle Schwarber has gone deep 3 times today. And the 2-1, fly ball hit out over to center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. So... Turner gets on with a single to start off the 9th. I mean, Schwarber literally stared at the Dodgers dugout after he hit that home run. Now here comes Bryce Harper and the pitch, and that's fouled off. He stared into the Dodgers dugout. Man, that was when he was rounding third. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch to Harper, and he fouls that one away. I haven't seen any sort of Schwarbombs today. Charge! No Schwarbomb emojis. I haven't seen any. Maybe I've seen a couple, but man, come on. Give Kyle his flowers. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch, ground ball foul. That's nuts. No balls, 2 strikes. It's like Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. It's JJ and the Freaks. No balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch, and that's taken in the dirt for a ball. See, I'm going to put some Schwarber emojis in the chat because he deserves that love, man. Where is the Schwarber emojis? Do I not have them anymore? Do I not have them? Where are they? 1-2. And the next pitch is fouled off. Where are they? We'll put these ones in there. Huh. Did I get rid of it? Maybe I did. 1-2 pitch. There's a ground ball, foul ball. If I did, I'm sorry about that. Jack Fritz just tweeted out sarcastically, "Oh my God, they actually retaliated. This is baseball." He wasn't panicking. 1-2 pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss, and Bryce Harper strikes out. And so, there's a strikeout to start off the 9th. This bobblehead just broke. I don't even know. So Schwarber has drove in 7 RBI tonight by the Phils. The pitch to Bohm, swung on and missed. So we're in the top of the 9th. Astros won in Texas 6-4. Cubs beat the Twins 8-2. Diamondbacks won 7-3 against the Guardians. The 0-1 pitch looked a little bit inside, and it was. Good for ball 1. The Padres ended up holding on and beating the Pirates 9-8 in extra innings. And the Marlins won 6-4 against the Reds. Giants beat the Nationals 7-4. Orioles beat the Blue Jays 7-3. And the next pitch, net is taken for another ball. Brewers were able to cool off the Braves. It's 8-5. That was the final score there. Then you had an 8-2 win for the Angels in the second game of a doubleheader. Pitch on the way. Ground ball hit over to shortstop. The flip over the second. There's one, and the throw over to first in time. And the double play is what ends the inning. All right, so we go to the bottom of the 9th. Hayward, Barnes, and Pages all due up, and they'll face Junior Marte. Mets also won 5-3 against the Rockies. Royals won 8-4 against the Red Sox, and the Cardinals won 5-2 against the Rays. And then the Tigers were able to beat the Mariners today by a final score of 6-2 as well. Guardians and Diamondbacks did play in a doubleheader today. Just wanted to make sure I mentioned that. Game 1, the Diamondbacks won 7-3. Game 2, the Diamondbacks won 5-3. And the Yankees, in their doubleheader, they won the first game and lost the second game. 3 more subs until we get to 3750. Come on, man. Tell your friends, tell your family about this channel. I really want us to get to 3750. Please, just hit the thumbs up button and just subscribe to the channel. That's all I ask, man. That's all I asked. And you're more than welcome to donate to the channel, too. We've been on here almost every single night, man. Even though Adam says we're not going to be on for the weekend. And we aren't. We aren't going to be on for the weekend, but we do. We grind. That's the bottom line. The bottom line is that we grind. Kyle Schwarber, 7 RBI. Everyone else, 6 RBI. What do you mean, everyone else, 6 RBI? Dude is outperforming everybody else in the field tonight. Oh, everybody else combined with 6 RBI. 3 more outs until our 68th win. Just wanted to tell y'all were so negative in the beginning, and now y'all are feeling good. I'm just saying, that's just how baseball goes. Just remember that. Calling all baseball fans, sub and join the chat. Yes, we're not just a Philly stream, guys. All right, so Junior Marte is now going to pitch for the Philadelphia Phillies as we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Then hopefully when you get back, we will be at 70 wins. Hopefully by tomorrow and Friday, we'll be at 70 wins. Pitch. There's a line drive, base hit out to right field. There we go. Adam says you do need some rest. Nope. We're going. We're definitely going, man. I'm not tired. Bottom of the ninth, and we got a runner on over at first. And the pitch, and that is low for a ball. That was a slider that came in at 87 miles per hour. Schwarber's the first Philly player with a 3-homer game from the leadoff spot since at least 1900, says Sarah Langs. This weekend is my birthday, and I will not be here for the weekend because I'm going to spend 2 days in Delaware. So, 2 balls, no strikes. Bottom of the ninth, and the pitch, and that is inside for ball 3. So Marte not looking too hot so far as he starts off the bottom of the ninth. Barnes is up to bat. It is 12:53 a.m. Eastern Time, and the 3-0 pitch, and that is taken for a strike. Right down the middle. Austin's now 34 years old. He's 5'10", weighs 187 pounds. And the 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Got his first hit since July 28th earlier today. And was actually, before that, was on a 15-game hitting streak that started back in June. It was on June 21st. 3-2, fouled off. Bottom of the ninth, with a runner on over at first. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch on the way, and that is fouled back. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys something. I got some more exciting news to tell you. Should I wait till after the game, or should I say it now? Forgot to tell you, I have some. It's pretty nice news. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch, and that's inside for ball 4. Maybe we'll wait till after the game's done. I'm a witness, is Jane. Hey, Jane, what inning are you in? I can't laugh because I do that too sometimes, but it's funny because I figured eventually that we were going to get to that point where somebody does that, like while commenting, and I'm happy that we've gotten to that point. Carlos Estevez is now warming up in the Phillies bullpen. Let's wait. 9-4, bottom of the ninth, and Pages is coming up to bat. And the pitch, and that is taken for a strike. Bruh, come on, says AGP. Come on meaning at me, or come on meaning at the Phillies? Come on, Marte. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch, and that is outside for a ball. Let's wait until things settle down a little bit. 3, she'll get back to you in an hour, says Larry. 1-1 pitch. Check swing ground ball towards the first base side. It is a foul ball. Thanks. It's in 2 days. August 10th is my birthday. So, thank you for the early birthday wishes. I appreciate it. I'm looking at the date right now, and I'm like, well, we have a game later today, so. But I keep thinking it's tomorrow, but it is today. Get this win for JJ's birthday. For his early birthday. 1-2 pitch. Just a little bit outside for ball 2. All right. Come on. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 runners on. Bottom of the ninth. Pages is up to bat. And Ohtani waits up next. Marte looks back at second and now back to the plate. And the 2-2 on the way. Swung on and missed. And there's the first out of the inning. Man. We got a message from the cool guy. What's up, the cool guy? Hey, JJ, just wanted to say happy early birthday, man. You're the man for staying up for this and making us your family on this channel. Aw. You're the best. Happy birthday, and let's go, Phils. Yes. Ohtani up to bat. And the pitch is way up high for a ball. Thank you for staying up on here, the cool guy. You are a very, very cool guy. and I appreciate you. Ohtani's 0 for 4. 2 runners on. The 1-0 pitch on the way popped up and hit out towards the third base side and foul ground. Bohm will give it a look. Does he have enough room? He does. He makes the catch. 2 away. I thought it was just going to sail out of play, but he just had barely enough room to catch it. And the Dodgers are down to their final out. That's big. Let's go. So 2 gone, bottom of the 9th. I'll let you know. I'll know the exciting news after the game's done. Teoscar Hernandez up to bat. And the pitch on the way, and that is taken for a strike. Teoscar did double back in the first. Batting .269 with 25 homers and 74 RBI. And the 0-1 downstairs. One ball and 1 strike. And the 1-1 pitch. That was not called a strike. It was at the knees. Regardless, it's a 2-1 count. Two-one pitch to Teoscar. Swung on and missed. And the Dodgers are down to their final strike. Marte with 20 pitches in this inning so far. And the count is 2-2. And time called very quickly. Marte is 29 years old and has a 4.84 ERA. The 2-2 pitch, here it is. Ground ball, hit over to second. Gobbled up by Stott. Throw to first, in time. The Phillies break the curse and take the series out in L.A. First back-to-back wins and first series win since they played the Dodgers on July 9th all the way to the 11th. Ring the bell, Philadelphia. Let's go, baby. Schwarber went 4 for 4. Keep ringing that bell, babe. Let's go. Wow. Good stuff. All right. I have some things that I want to recap on here. I do. But first of all, you asked. I do have some exciting news that I wanted to tell you guys, and I totally forgot to do this during the game because I got lost. So I told some of you before that I am doing Villanova Wildcats ice hockey during the hockey season. And I'm going to be calling some of their games, but I didn't tell you that I found out tonight that I'm also going to be producing on the radio at 97.3 ESPN. I'm going to be doing that part of the time as well. So I am really excited about that. I'm going to be a producer behind the board. I start training on Friday, and I get to go back in person and do some radio things. Obviously, we're still going to be keeping up with this channel, but it's really, really cool. And I'm very, very excited about that. So I wanted to share that with y'all, and I think that that's great. Again, we have an awesome community. None of this stuff is done without you guys, and I'm really, really excited about that. So I wanted to share that with you too, and just give you some personal news that I am going to be doing some part-time producing at 97.3 ESPN, which is near Atlantic City, or in Atlantic City, and that's going to be really, really cool. Yes, so in regards to the game, okay, player of the game for me, thank you, guys. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Congrats on the gig. Thank you, guys. I do appreciate that. Really. Thanks. Kyle Schwarber, man. Kyle Schwarber. I think he's everybody's player of the game. I think it's undisputed. I think he has to, do that. Way to go, JJ. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Nice win, Phillies hockey calls. JJ, congrats. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you all. Again, none of this is done without you guys. So, and I truly do mean that. Yes, so Kyle Schwarber's my player of the game. Let's do a little recap before we sign off here. A much-needed series win. This was, for some people, season-saving. It was. I wasn't there yet, but I was not happy with how they were playing, man. I was not happy about that. So, Kyle Schwarber literally put the team on his back tonight. It was the Kyle Schwarber show, really. And that was just really, really nice to see. Great win for the Phils. Tyler Phillips did not even have the best outing today, but he did enough. He did. He absolutely did enough. So that was awesome to see, and he did get his 4th win of the season. Vesia ended up getting the loss, gave up the big 3-run homer to Kyle Schwarber, which really I thought should have been a grand slam, but there was a wild pitch on it, so whatever. But yeah, Schwarber 4 for 4, 7 RBI, 3 homers, his second 3-homer game of his career. Man, that was wild. Trey did okay today. He went 2 for 5. He hit the ball sharply a couple of times, too. I thought that was nice to see. I got to give props to Johan Rojas today. Hopefully Austin Hayes is okay with the injury that he dealt with as he was running over to first. It looked like it was a hammy. I don't like to speculate on injuries. That's not what you're supposed to do as a broadcaster. You're not supposed to speculate, and maybe I'm hard on the book on that. It did look like it was a hammy, though. But we'll definitely see what ends up happening with that. But this was a big series win, big-time series win for the Phils, and they needed this. They absolutely needed this. And Johan Rojas, I thought, was the unsung hero tonight. Does the little finger wag and says no, no, no after making an incredible catch, slamming into the wall on a line drive by Teoscar Hernandez. That was awesome. And then he ends up getting on base, beats out a play, also gets on with a walk as well. That sets things up for Kyle Schwarber's grand slam. Really, I thought Johan Rojas played like he wanted to be there today and had the best game of his career tonight. My only thing is that he has to follow this up because we know how valuable he can be in center field. But these are the things that he has to do. This is what he has to do, and that's why Johan Rojas is so frustrating because we see what he can do. He just needs to put the bat on the ball. So I really thought that Rojas was the unsung hero. So it's great. It's great. You're leaving us, but congrats, says Jane. I'm not leaving anybody. I'm not leaving this. Are you kidding me? I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up play-by-play with JJ. How could I ever do that? Hell no. But anyhow, yeah, good game from all of them. I want to hear your thoughts down below, man. I'll definitely get to your comments in just a little bit. The Phillies did what they had to do against Gavin Stone. Kyle Schwarber led things off with the homer. I liked that one at-bat that was by Alec Bohm where he got on and ended up scoring a run. You know what I liked today? Phillies actually, they didn't do a good job on paper with runners in scoring position, but they got the timely runs when they needed to. They did. They got those timely hits, and that was great. But good win. And Castellanos, I thought, was the other unsung hero in today's game. He got on base 3 times. He's hitting the ball really well. Went 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored. Also made a nice sliding catch as well. To end, it was the first inning. Yeah, good stuff. Fielding-wise, Harper wasn't as strong today, but Phillies were actually 3 for 3 on their challenges, which was really funny. That was something that stood out to me. I don't know, what else stands out to you, too? Dave Roberts gets ejected off of a bad call by Hunter Wendelstedt. I didn't want to say anything in the moment. It was a bad call. But how many times have we had a bad call go against us? So many times. And sometimes you just got to take it as it comes. So, sometimes you just got to take it as it comes. And again, a win is a win, and I'm happy about that. Now the question is, can you build off of this? And that is what I need to see tomorrow. I need them to come out with a win tomorrow out in Arizona because guess what? This Diamondbacks team has been playing really, really good baseball. They started off the season very cold. Corbin Carroll, Christian Walker, and all those guys have found their groove. So you lost to them in the NLCS last year. We all remember how bad it was in the desert. And you need to go out there tomorrow. You need to make a statement to them. And you need to tell them, we're back. That's the message that needs to be sent for tomorrow. So, great series win. I'm not subduing it, or I'm not like trying to sweep that under the carpet. But now the question becomes, can they carry this series win from LA, which is big? Can they carry that into Arizona? Can they carry that into Arizona? Again, wishes for Austin Hayes. Well, I'm sure that we'll get updates on that during the post-game show and probably tomorrow. But yes, all right, that's all I have for you guys. Let's see what y'all have to say down here. Where is it? Where is it, man? Who's your backup? I have a couple people that I can use as a backup, but I'm not going to really need a backup because we're going to try to do as many games as we can. For some of the games that we're not going to do, we just won't do it that night. JJ, I'm going to bed. I'm very tired. Happy early birthday to you, man, and I'll see you for tomorrow night's game. Good night, JJ. Thank you so much for coming by. Appreciate it. Rojas on base twice, scored twice. Yeah, and he made the incredible catch, too. Is this a slump-breaking series win, JJ? I hope it is because, again, tomorrow night, they got to have a sense of urgency against this Arizona team who's been playing really good baseball. So if you can carry this into tomorrow night's game, then I will definitely be very happy, even more so happy with the series win. What else do we got? We just need Harper back in MVP form, and the Phillies will be back in World Series form. Yeah, I definitely agree with that to a certain extent, but for now, I'll say yes. Yes, you are correct. I think that we need our pitching back, though, too. I do. The bullpen's been a lot better as well. Can't forget about that either. Bullpen has done pretty good. Orion Kirkering pitched a really good game today. Alvarado did what he had to do. Good spot by Rob to use him. I like that spot for Jose Alvarado. And I like the spot for Junior Marte, too. It got a little bit dicey in that 9th inning, but I didn't really. They did have Estevez warming up in the bullpen just in case. I think he would have went to him if he would have gotten one more batter on. But good stuff. Good stuff. Rob deserves a lot of credit tonight, too, for sure. I'm in the mood for whacking the Snakes after last season for sure, says Cheryl. Yeah, they need to come out with a win tomorrow night. Good night, everybody. Good night, JJ. Happy birthday and congratulations. Thank you. Yep, birthday is on Saturday, so we'll definitely talk more about that in the coming days. Good night, my brother. Good night. What else? Anything else on here that I did forget to read? I hope I did not. I wish I could spell his name correctly. I say Kyle. Yeah, Kyle is the player of the game. One word to describe that game, and then I'm done. One word to describe that game. That was Schwarber-esque. I think Schwarber-esque is a good word. All right. I'm done. I'll catch you all tomorrow. Time to go to bed. Time to get some sleep. 45,003 people in attendance tonight. The money line was at -140 for the Dodgers. Phillies beat them 9-4, so that was great. Good night and good game. Yes. All right. Lavatov, everybody. Catch you all tomorrow at 9:40 p.m. Eastern Time. All right. Bye.